Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops 3 live stream. Today, I'm going to be doing some wrench-only gameplay. I want to get my wrench to dark matter. That's always a very difficult challenge, especially when you can join in progress, to get the melee weapons up to dark matter, but I want to do it. I've got some wrench kills going on. We are loading in some Safeguard on this tiny little map called Aquarium, playing with the one and only Jimbo Hub. Yep, and we are going to be booping some people today, and I'd probably better turn my Doge camera off, because that doesn't need to be going on. Boop, and boop, and the Doge cam is off. Going to follow everybody here, see if I can get some bacon. Oh no, too much chaos already. Already bad, already scary.
They're not even PTFOing. Alright, we got one guy.
Oh dude, I am bonking some people today. It's happening. It's finally happening!
Yeah, he's doing wrench only. He's gonna go as insane I will lately.
Dude, I got 3 kills right off the rip here. Raptor, nice to see you. Gonna try to say hello to people in the chat. Donations, live subs, and all that stuff is live today, but I gotta reorient all my stuff before I can read it. I have to get my windows in order here.
And I'm being
and that didn't work at all. I'm running tracker right now. Like I want to be able to kill people with tracker. Hello, think so. Good to see you in the chat. And AZKY YouTube. Good to see you. And Bruce Morell, you too, buddy.
Took off rapid fire, put on suppressor on this, and I'm getting shreked.
What are you rocking suppressor on?
Splash. Kuda.
And not a fan of that. And that was an awful. Why am I charging people? Hey, my overheat. Good to see you, man. And Monster0249. I use a cheapo monitor, dude. I do not use a good monitor. Nah, no BenQs for me. I've got like dirt cheap monitors, man.
Yeah, the same here.
I mean, it's a PC monitor, so it probably works fine. Like, I don't really need anything fancy or special. J-Hab, you and I had pretty much the same idea, except I think you're going to get all of my wrench kills.
Dwayne Insano donate 10 bucks. Said late for the donation train. Nah, donation train is still going full force, my man.
Is the name Dwayne Insano?
Dwayne Insano, I think so. Yes.
That's a pretty good name. Oh, I got quickscope. This tracker perk is kind of interesting. Hey, Jeff H, good to see you, man. Jose, glad that you're enjoying the channel and everything.
Let's put this in perspective. I rock Acer 23-inch monitors, 5 millisecond response time. They're only like 109 if you catch them on sale. And they're like 5-6 years old, so they're always cheap, and they're solid monitors, even though my middle one's starting to act up.
Dude, I think I've got 4-year-old ViewSonics over here. Like, they're not even gaming monitors, even remotely.
Yeah, neither are mine. They're just meant for PC.
You guys just killing everybody before I even get a chance to boop them. Getting some wrench double kills, though. I don't know, dude, do you ever rock wrench camos? I have a tendency to just use the default, like, I just like the wrench, like the big rusty gray kind of wrench.
Have I ever rocked a wrench camo? No, I mean, you have to have the wrench first.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're over there in the no wrench zone. You did get a sword though, didn't you?
Yes, it's already dark matter. I got everything but brass knuckles, wrench, and MX Grand.
Hey, Trace Predator, good to see you, man.
You should expect this week for new DLC stuff to drop.
For weaponry. I'm expecting it too. And Rubber Evil has subscribed. Thank you for subbing, Rubber Evil. Dude, I would not be surprised at all if we had there was like somebody on Charlie Intel, they were tweeting out some stuff today, like there's a new type of crate or something where you just get specialist, what is it? It's like just specialist gear and not weapons.
It was 500 COD points. I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah, it would have to be the coolest specialist gear that I've ever seen to even remotely justify something like that.
Even then.
I love meleeing people. It is so fun. It's so immensely satisfying.
Like, I would understand if they came out with a supply drop that had no duplicates for 500 COD points. I'd be happy with that, but...
Yeah, that'd be nice. Got a lot of new subs coming in right now. Thank you, all of you. Dude, no duplicates? That would be worth... God, that would be all like 1,000 COD points.
I'd still prefer that over frickin' duplicates.
So I think I get more duplicates, you know, I've spent money on this stupid stuff. I get more
So have
duplicates
I.
than anything now. If I could get a no duplicates package, that would be, oh, I got meleeed. That would be amazing. Hey guys, good to see you. Who's in the background? That is a dog on a couch. That is the one and only glorious, beautiful, wise, and splendiferous Ozymandias the dog. Yep. My overheat, you can join. All you guys are welcome to join, man. Just to let you know, it's an open lobby, more or less. You can all join in progress, and just so long as y'all don't, you know, try hard us into oblivion. If you want to join and play regular, that's fine. If you want to come in here and troll, you can go somewhere else, because we'll just get a new lobby and start kicking people.
Yeah, just realize if y'all come in and start doing that kind of stuff, I will bring in all my pub stompers friends, and you will not have a good day. Just keep that in mind.
Archangel66, your senpai has noticed you, sir.
We got a couple of them right now. I just have to pick up Raptor and Green Jose, and then, yeah.
Got Nerve Pinch, Carlos Augusto, War Games, and lots of other people subbing. Thank you guys. Where's my wife? My wife is actually busy cleaning house right now. Nah, she's doing a little bit of chores while I do this. Sean Carlisle's good to see you. Yeah, dude, the wrench looks dope in the kill feed.
You mother. We need to pick
I'm already
Raptor
like
up.
running around back here in the spawn trying to find somebody to bonk. The Slayer, your senpai has noticed you. Your Rinchy senpai poo.
We'll get Captain Produce in here. We'll get
itty bitty
Raptor in
bonky.
here.
Daddy had a donkey. Donkey died. Daddy cried. Itty bitty. I want to get it. Do the whole rhyme, and right when I say bonk, that's when it happens. That's when we do it.
You can always edit in post.
Oh. I don't know. What do you like for melee? Do you like heat wave? Do you like kinetic armor? Do you like extra speed? Some people do the glitch thing. I don't think that's the best. Yeah, I'm kind of doing overdrive, but I did that for the last one, so this one I'm trying to do a little bit more kinetic armor. Just get some kinetic bonks in. Swedesman, yes indeed, it is bonking time. I keep pausing my video and it keeps playing again, even though it's not really supposed to. Stop. Don't play the video. I don't need to waste my bandwidth on that. My precious GPU bandwidth.
GPU bandwidth?
CPU. Derp. Dude, streaming 1080-60 is no joke.
Yeah.
You do 1080-60 as well, right? Oh.
The best I can do is 720-30.
Sorry, I'm on that 1080-60 just murders my processor. Oh, you've been noticed, man. I notice a lot of you guys. Hagen Coons, good to see you. Gukat Singh. How can you get dark matter faster with the combat knife? Stab more people. That's pretty much it. Wrench only, it's ambitious. Yes, it is, Echo. Got a new sponsor rolling in. John Lowe decided to sponsor the channel. First sponsor of the day. Thank you, John Lowe. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can enjoy your new yin yang badge and green sidebar in the chat so your messages stand out. Thank you very much. May you always enjoy your time here at Team Drift. Oh, I like this guy's like, it's clobbering time. They need to make a good Fantastic Four movie, but I always thought Fantastic Four would make a better TV series than a movie. What do you think?
I honestly, and a lot of people are going to hate me, I thought the first two were not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, the one they just put out now is just complete and utter bullshit, but...
Yeah, they were not good, man.
Alright, we're going to back out and pick up Raptor, because I'm not going to let this traitor be on the enemy team.
Okay, well, now he's in here. And we're set. Thanks again, John Lowe. Good to see you. Story time. Notice me senpai time. Lots of people in the chat here. Hello, Chad Dudley, Austin Cookie, Stokesy, Doug likes you. Jay Novak, good to see you. Have a pumpkin emote somehow. Johnny Bauer, good to see you too. Talking about living in Kansas, I think. The chat's moving really fast, so it's a little bit difficult to read. Let's see. Bum-ba-da-bum.
What's up, Tyven? Wait, I thought Tyven... Does he have more subs than me?
Yeah, Tyven Show has more subs than you. You've been out-subbed by the Tyven Show.
I thought the first time I started talking to him, he only had like 15K.
He's been busy, man. Hike!
Oh, yeah?
Hike is here. Good to see you, Hike.
Oh, boy.
Man, I have not seen you actually in person in literally forever. Thanks again for the advice on streaming. I'm doing this a lot more now, and honest to goodness, it's a lot more fun than editing videos all day. Good to see you, Pro Batty. Good to see my mods in the chat. My mods have been doing an extremely good job. It's been extremely positive lately, so I'm very happy with that. I don't know about what you've noticed, but my chat's been getting increasingly positive. Like, the longer I stream, the better it gets. When I first started, it was like Garbo, but now it's really nice.
Well, I have someone named Queen Kyoko who puts the hammer down real quick, so hey, mine's good throughout.
Dude, Hike, next time you're in Dallas, let me know, man. I don't know if you've seen from the pretty much incessant barrage of tweets, but I bought a Tesla. Supposed to be here in a week. But take you for a drive in a future car and let you do the autopilot stuff. And I don't know, I'll probably be in California sometime this year. So I will definitely see you around. And Tyvan Show and Hike are talking to each other in the chat. I wish I could put the chat in slow mode.
I didn't know you bought a Tesla, Drifter. Tell us more about it.
Yeah. I get so much of that. Like, I go out to eat with friends, and they're like, oh, do you want to get this? And I'm like, nah, it's a little bit expensive. Says the guy who bought a Tesla. Hello, Hayabusa. Good to see you. No, I'm trying to actually save up enough to where I don't have to do the loan thing. I'm close. I was thinking.
Time to get another sponsor.
You got a sponsor?
No, it says time for you to get another sponsor. Like literal sponsor, like large one.
No, I'm happy with the large sponsors that I've got. Like I said, I just renegotiated with Scuff yesterday, so I get some giveaways for people and some other nice stuff. So I'm pretty happy with the ones I've got. It's been going really well. I don't really think I could add any more. I was talking to Loot Crate Gaming, I think, but it just wasn't going quite right. I'm going bold here.
We just had another donation coming in from Dream and Cyrus, another 100 bomb.
Holy crap, so Dream and Cyrus is up to what, 425 today?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Jesus Christ.
That's awesome. Uh-oh, Archangel wants me to blow him a kiss. I just watched a dude jump off the map.
That's
right,
what,
Archangel,
225
I'm gonna blow you a
away
kiss.
from the 980 Ti? Yeah. God.
As soon as I die, I'm gonna blow you a kiss, Archangel, I promise. Don't let me forget, man.
Yeah, Drifter has a knack
Frank
for
is kinda
blowing.
cool.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is bad. This is scary. There's so much stuff going on here.
I cleared Bravo. We're good.
I'm running around over here at Alpha being a turd burglar. Whee! I've got people behind me, in front of me, everything. That's for you, Archangel, man. Appreciate it. I got some donations coming in that I didn't get the opportunity to read, but I will check it out next time I die. Yeah, everything's saying Hike Bomb. My whole chat's going crazy. I think Hike just shouted me out. I can't check Twitter right now, but I bet he had something to do with that. Bonk! Oh! So many scary people around me.
I forgot about your helping too, Kyoko. Yeah, yeah. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff.
I think if they're taking Charlie, can we get on Alpha?
Yeah, sure. That means 495 then, Kyoko.
So, dude, if you get a 980 Ti, your computer is going to be so much more dope. I promise. It
That's
made
what
such a huge
Dreamin's
difference for
aiming
my
for
computer.
with the stream, believe it or not. It's trying to get, yeah.
Okay, now we're a dominate. We should let him take Charlie, because otherwise the spawns are going to be... Never mind.
A 980 Ti, like, that means Black Ops 3 on PC with mods is possible, right?
Very much so.
You're saying... Someone says, I hope I don't pull an X-Jaws with donation money. No! I don't
X-Jaws.
I don't do anything.
Ariana, good to see you there in the chat. Let me go ahead and read my donation. I gotta try to, you know, not ignore these guys, because that's just rude, right?
Yes. Just go for it, man.
Let me see what we got. Grand Avenger 757 donated $3. Says, hey Drifter, what 4 items in arena mode would you protect ban? My friends and I are starting a team, and I would like your opinion. Thanks and have a grand day. I tend to prefer to ban... I do troll bans, right? Like, if I'm doing an objective game mode, I will straight up ban Flak Jacket and Tac Mask. Banning EMP grenades can also be very beneficial. I tend to ban whatever weapon that I know the enemy team is going to gravitate toward, which is still like the Vesper VMP. But, oh, no, that's bad. Alright, so. I guess somebody using that underground. They're using the secret wall run. Did you see that?
What's secret wall run?
This map has a secret wall run.
It does not have a secret wall run.
Yes, it does.
Where is it then?
Okay, come to Alpha. Where are you at?
I'm at Alpha.
Alright, I'm at Alpha as well. Like,
I just
literally
died.
on Alpha. Okay,
There's a guy over there, yeah.
Okay, well, come to me. And if this side is clear, I'll show you. It's kind of weird. It's like down here somewhere. You should be able to just like drop down a bit and then wall run on the bottom wall.
Well, I'm a little bit higher than you, but...
Yeah, it's a secret wall run that not many people know about. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. That is actually a secret wall run. I did not know about that.
I tried to melee a shotgun guy. Did not pan out. Let me go back to the chat and say hello to everybody.
Oh, I got blown. Not a good one.
No, but you want to ban... What's another good one to ban? Dude, banning Afterburner pisses people off like crazy. Same thing with banning... If you go and ban Red Dot site and Elo site, it drives people bananas, and I love it. I just like to make them disjointed. Like, I don't do tactical bans at all. I only got 4 kills this round. That's kind of lame.
I mean, if you really want to piss them off, ban Blast Suppressor, Dead Silence, and Awareness.
Yeah. No, we did that for Search and Destroy. We would, like, ban Dead Silence and then ban Blast Suppressor. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Travis, your senpai has noticed you, sir. Lethal Grenade, Flashbang and Concussion are about the same. I like concussions because they kind of freeze people in place, but flashbangs are very powerful in this game. Grenades and tacticals in general are extremely powerful, so I think they should be taken seriously.
If you don't want attack mask, get hit by a flash or
game...
concussion, it sucks.
Doing that stutter thing. I hate when it does it when you're moving too fast. Fudge sickles.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Gus. How's it going? Yeah, this is the 24-hour stream, Mike. Right now. We are an hour and a half into it. I'm already getting a headache. This is not gonna end well.
You got a long way to go, mate.
Call of Duty should get sponsored by frickin' Advil. So when you buy it, you also get a free bottle of Advil.
That would be the most, like, weird sponsorship. Like, yeah, play games until your head hurts, then take drugs. Natalie Bates, good to see you there in the chat. Uh-oh, I'm following footsteps. And I didn't follow them correctly. Somebody keeps getting me. Who is that guy? Vittler BR.
Securing C. Counter UAV up. Friendly counter UAV inbound. I'm loving my Man of War setup. I think I've got it down to a science, what is perfect for me. Long barrel, fast mags, rapid fire.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one. No optics?
No optics. I used to do rapid fire, fast mags, reflex, but then I wanted to throw in the long barrel. Jab equals God, Drifter equals noob. What? The only reason Drifter doesn't do as well is because he's always running dumbass setups.
Dude, I'm the master of dumbass setups. That's all I do. It's so much more fun than using good guns.
But if he puts on, like, classes I use, he's gonna do really well. Like, he's
just gonna sit here and block bullets with the wrench. Come on, why would you use something like a Man of War when you could have the wrench? You're crazy, J-Hub. You're just crazy.
Oh, when I could have the wrench, because I don't have the wrench.
Yeah, exactly. Whee! Bonk. That's so much more fun than all this other stuff.
I still wish we could bump up the health and lower the damage that the sword does in private match so we can have sword fights.
There's some dude in my chat that's like, I'm the newest member of FaZe. Come hang out with me and watch my live streams. Like, no, you're not, dude. Every time FaZe has a new member, it's like this giant promo announcement thing that they do. Yeah. I'm just gonna go donk people in their head. Bonk, bink, boop. Love it.
It's fun to use a suppressed KRM. The hell it is. Are you high? I hate the fact it's in gun game already.
Oh, that's bad. I'm on candid camera. Yes! I've got my UAV now.
Spawns are going insane. Gotta go.
Yes, they are. We're screwing up everything right now. Can we get Charlie, maybe? Nope, we're dead. I'm dead. Mattman the boy, nice to see you here in the chat.
Can't figure out where they're trying to come from.
And Tyven Show, too, dude. Every time I get a kill, Tyven Show just goes bonk.
It's all about that. Boop.
It is. It is all about the boop. See you later, think so?
No, kill the RC car.
Hashtag bonk going
kill the fire. I still need to do that tomahawking the RC car challenge.
Didn't get a chance to pop it. Archangel, I'm gonna go KN44 for most engagements. I prefer
You
that weapon
gave
over a
him
lot of things. What?
Wrench. I just got booped by your wrench. How could you,
Oh.
Drifter?
I'm getting cut down a little bit here too. Actually, going negative with the wrench. It kind of makes me sad when I go negative with melee weapons. I really like to go positive because I know it makes other people's days sad. Oh, I was about to get a good final kill cam right there. Bopper dopper booper beeper bopper bopper boop. Hey, Robin Barang, good to see you,
Jesus
man.
Christ! Just stuck the mic in your throat, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I apologize. I leaned forward to scratch my leg while I was talking.
The top of my foot has been itching like crazy. Oh.
Team WAP all the way. Oh, dude, they have wrench emotes. The YouTube Gaming has wrench emotes, so people are just typing in wrenches now.
What do you have to type in? Thank you for grabbing, Tiana. Do you just type in wrench?
I don't know. People found it, and it's just like little wrenches everywhere.
Or is it actually clicking on the emotes?
I don't know. How do I? There's like an emote thing you can click on.
Yeah, but I don't see a wrench.
There's like all.
Oh,
this...
there's more item. Never mind.
Yeah,
wow,
where is it? I bet it's in the car section, isn't it? I see. Yeah, there's wrenches and hammers, and all kinds of stuff. So let's see if I can click some wrenches. Yeah, you can just click wrenches and send them in.
Ooh, there's a toilet.
There's a toilet. That's saying your poop. Your poop. Natalie says she's just sitting here waiting for you to get sassy with me.
Sassy.
Yeah, I'm getting sassy. I don't know. Do I want a wrench camo or do I want the? I'll do a wrench camo. I'll do a green wrench. We'll do that. I'll stand out. I get my itty bitty bonky on. Wizard Penguin has subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. Bonk, bink, bonk, boop. Somebody's doing wrenches and ice now. My whole chat is just gone crazy. They're I can't read anything. They're just spamming it all.
It's okay. Wrench.
It's fun. Wow, they're busy. Holy God. I'm just looking at it go on like turbo speed over here. Now
yeah,
somebody's typing in wrenches and cats. Say what, J-Hub?
They're wrenching me too. Oh God.
I see one message coming in from my overheat, the moderator, and he's like, "Congrats, you've destroyed the chat."
Is the wrench gonna be the new kappa?
I have no idea. I think I just taught people that there are emotes, and now they're just going crazy with it. Is the point?
Dream in my chat is saying, "Damn it."
Wizard Penguin, there you are. I see it. He just typed in wrench. Instead of doing the emote, he's just typing in wrench now.
It'd be a shame if Drifter's chat, spammed #wrench. Feel the wrench. Okay, what are you, Bernie Sanders? Damn.
That's not a bad one. Feel the wrench. No, feel the bonk. Do that, guys. Guys in the chat, type in #feel the bonk. Feel the BONK. Do it.
Do it. Do it now.
Be men about it. Feel the bonk, guys.
Oh God, somebody wants to ask Kyoko a question. Tread carefully, she might tie me up.
Do girls pee out of their butts?
Technically?
No, not technically, they don't.
Technically, the area is the glutamus maximus muscles that is surrounding the area, and if it's inside, I mean out of the butt. So
I don't think, nope, you don't know your female anatomy. Girls don't pee out of their butts. I promise you that. It was a joke. That's because that's what children think. I was joking. I promise you, if you go talk to a girl and you tell her that she technically pees out of her butt, she's going to be like, okay, I know who I'm never going to date.
Drifter, we know. They all pee out their fingers, just like in that one movie.
Yep, now my whole chat is #feel the bonk. I love it.
What movie was that? It had Charlie Sheen is the one I saw, but I know it was a parody of another movie where they pissed out their fingers.
Game, I don't know what's going on here, but this one's a lot. Are we playing TDM? Yep.
Yeah.
That's TDM. Why it's a lot harder to wrench people right now.
Feel the...
Oh, somebody's moving too fast for me.
You play COD one-handed? So do I. I just use a different member to control the left stick.
Use the most important member.
It's kind of like the ridiculous.
Oh, look at that! Oh my God, Hayden, that's a stream highlight right there. That guy got outplayed hard. Now they're typing about Scary Movie 3. My whole chat has gone completely...
Yeah, but the comment I see is, I feel sorry for Jacob's future girl when he accidentally hits the wrong hole.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I read a story about that. So, you do know that women pee out of their... It's more the vaginal
I
region,
know
right?
the
Okay.
anatomy. I was joking
good.
around.
Just making sure. I'm sure you've seen it on Wikipedia. I'm burning you. I can't help it.
Yeah, I know.
So,
it wasn't Wikipedia. I stopped by your mom's house that one day.
Oh, dude, I'm sure she showed it to you. Anyway, so there was this old couple, right? They went, and the woman was having really bad UTIs, so she went to the doctor. And she was saying that, you know, they did the medical history, have you had children, blah, blah, blah. And she was saying, no, I've never had children. And it's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. It's like, well, you're not a virgin. You're like, no, 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 I'm married, and, you know, my husband and I, we tried for years, but we never had children. And the doctor, you know, went to go check out her area, and he looked, and he's like, hold up, I can't find your urethra. This is strange. Let me get a nurse and let me figure this out. And he kept looking, and he was like, so you said you and your husband have sex, right? And she's like, yeah, it hurt really, really bad at first. Like, it was extremely painful, but it got better over time. And then he picked up the flaps and found that there was a vagina underneath the vagina. Basically, her husband had been penetrating her urethra and stretched it out into like a whole new vagina. And that's why they never had children. She was perfectly fertile, but he was in the wrong hole and the very smallest of all possible holes. And, yeah, the doctor was like, well, nope, turns out you actually are a virgin, so...
How old were they? Like, really old?
Oh, they were, like, really old. This is, like, from the times, like, way before sex education was a thing.
Oh, God. Just... Imagine if that was...
TDM knifing is so hard. I can do this in objective games, but I swear I cannot do this in TDM.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess there's probably a fetish out there that's a thing, too.
Oh, I'm sure that... I had a friend in high school that had a pee-pee fetish. He loved watching girls pee and getting peed on and stuff, and he actually found women that were open to that. Like, he never got girls to pee on him, but he did get girls to, like, he would touch himself while they peed in the bathroom, and he would watch and then smell it and stuff. Other than that, he was a very normal, well-adjusted person until recently. He kind of went off the rails. I was talking to him on the internet. We have this big group chat of, like, all the high school friends, right? And this guy just says, so yeah, how much money I'm gonna have to give a girl to have sex with her? And we're like, are you asking me how to hire a prostitute? And he's like, no, I don't want a prostitute. He says, I just want to know how much I need to pay these girls to have sex with them. I'm like, so you're talking just like normal girls? He's like, yeah, I don't want to date anybody. I don't want to have to go to dinner. I don't want a relationship. I just want to have sex. And he's like, I don't think women care about men at all. They're only interested in money, so I'm just looking for a price. He's like, how should I approach women? I'm like, dude. And he said he was going to do this at football games, like college football games. And everybody in the chat is like, his name is Steve, and we're like, Steve, if you do this, you're going to go to jail, because that's pretty much the same as soliciting prostitution, and most women don't...
Germany.
Yeah. They don't... What are you talking about? Why in Germany?
Red light district.
Oh, that's in, yeah, that's in Cologne. And we're like, dude, you're in trouble. Like, that's morally all kinds of wrong. And you're going to go to jail. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's like, if it's a perfectly consensual arrangement, it's fine. And just, he was just like, yeah, women are trash. I just like to use them for their bodies and stuff. And I'm like, ugh, this, like, what happened to you? You used to be such a nice guy. I mean, other than the pee-pee thing, but now it's just gone off the deep end.
Your response should be, you should become a mortician.
Natalie, gonna be traveling to Michigan Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Gonna be in the Ann Arbor area / Detroit area. You can look it up on Gamers for Giving.
Oh, God. Become a mortician.
Brandon, I got a donation here. Brandon donated $7.50. Says, I've been subbed since MW3 in depth. I love your streams, highlights, and all your vids in general. Shout out for Tyler. Shout out Tyler. And what's your opinion on corn pops? Love you and have a great day. I love corn pops. They are super unhealthy, right? It's a cereal. They're nowhere close to healthy, but I straight up eat them.
They said we want to. They need us to change the subject because they're trying to eat.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people are having dinner right now.
Because isn't it something called docking with two dudes?
Huh? I thought docking is where you cut the tails
they were
off
talking
the
about
dogs.
where two dudes will go at it and one will stick his inside of the others.
That's called, most places would consider that sodomy.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about the butthole. I'm talking about penis in penis.
Oh,
Ow!
that's not a whole scene I'm into. I've only heard of that as a theoretical thing that could exist. I've never
Apparently,
actually seen
PK
that.
and them have looked into it, and
So I know that you can get your penis sub-incised and/or split, which is unusual. I've seen sub-incised penises before, and I suppose if you had a big penis that was sub-incised and then a smaller penis that was properly lubed and some practice, it would be theoretically possible. But to me, that sounds frightening. Like, to me,
we're just
I don't know.
imagining putting in a catheter and just getting them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, kind of like that. But to be honest with you, I think I might rather spend some quality time with Predator and Xenomorphs, and Michael Jackson, because that sounds awful, dude.
Benny donated $5.
Everybody in my chat's like, dude, please stop, please stop.
Same here.
Oh, I love this. Somebody says if the smaller one is curved, then it's called fish hooking.
Oh God. Benny donated $5. Good luck on the 24-hour stream. You'll be here as long as possible. Thanks for letting me play. No problem, man. And someone said docking is where just foreskin over foreskin. That still does not sound pleasant. I'm sorry.
Nope, not even remotely. Oh, got the first bonk of the game right there.
Everyone's like, this stream is going downhill fast.
I didn't know when it was ever even close to being uphill. Oh, yes. Got the 6-speed camo going on here.
Hot on the left, cold on the right, shit goes downhill, so yeah.
Hostile UAV above.
UAV on standby.
Hostile counter above. Radar is
Calling in a counter UAV too. I'm shutting these people down.
Kicked into overdrive just to get the hell out of there.
Dude, I wasted my kinetic armor because I thought I was going to get shotgunned, but I managed to work my way around it.
friendly UAV inbound.
Oh no! Oh, dude, I was on a 7-kill spree with the wrench. Had a question about my new app. I like my new app. I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty straightforward thing. I don't think it's very complicated. It's just, ooh, I love this tracker thing. I can follow these footprints all over the map. It just kind of lets me rate your class remotely, because it's impossible to keep up with all messages. It really is. Ooh, itty bitty bonky. Daddy had a don- Oh, I'm getting a tracker kill here.
Daddy got donkey punched.
I just did a G-slide somehow.
They said if you do it sideways or something like that, it works.
Yeah, I just did it on accident. I legit just did a G-slide. Or an F-slide, or whatever.
Possible.
I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
His professor playing J-Hub stream during a lecture.
We have a person asking if they should ask a girl out. J-Hub, what do you think the answer to that question is?
Why not?
Exactly. You should absolutely ask your girl out. Just got a donation from Space Badger here. A little bit difficult to read. Here we go. Awesome to see you streaming on Sunday, which I'm totally in support of you doing more often. Fun question, if you could, and I didn't get a chance to read it. If you could make any flavor of ice cream that you wanted, what would it be? Oh man, I would probably make... I'd probably take my favorite flavors of other things and turn them into ice creams. So something peanut buttery would be very good. I'd kind of smash some, you know, peanut butter Ben & Jerry's on occasion. And I would, man, that was such a good use of the kinetic armor right there. I'd probably go some kind of key lime pie ice cream. I like lime, but I've never had key lime pie ice cream, so that could be really fun for me. Oh man, so much chaos! So much chaos. I don't know, what would also be a good flavor? Caramel coffee, I think, could be very good. Or... Ooh, bonk flavor. We're making bonk flavor ice cream. I got my robotic arm cut off here, so... Jeremy Dimitrician, good to see you, man.
Blue waffle flavored?
Nah, I think that's more of a J-Hub flavor.
I'm good. I mean, you'll get your sour lime to it, though, won't you?
I don't know. Penis butter? No, not... Poor Swedesman got... Got blocked by the blacklist. Not penis butter, peanut butter, but I say it peanut butter real fast. Peanut as in the, like, peanut butter and jelly, as in, like, George Washington Carver inventing peanut butter, you know, that peanut butter, not penis butter. That's a totally different kind of butter that I promise you want nothing to do with, man.
And how would you know?
My wife has told me terrifying stories about Schmegma. Almost managed to lead the team with the wrench here. Not so bad at all.
My favorite champion League of Legends? Based on story, it's gonna go to Varus.
Hey, X Shadows, good to see you, man. I was going for it here. I wanted to drop down behind it, but he outsmarted me.
Oh, your wrench just falls.
I don't know. Somebody says, I want booty flavor ice cream.
Ugh, so salty?
I think I missed a donation. Did I miss one?
I can only imagine sweat, so...
Oh, man, I hate streaming with zits. I have this huge zit on my head. It hurts so bad.
Somebody
says the exposing Hillary ice cream flavor. Oh my god. Or milk butter. Ugh.
Code JHub for 10% off JHub juice
duck butter
ice
is
cream.
delicious.
Would you like some JHub juice flavored ice cream?
Oh, I'm sure you would.
I'm asking you.
No, I know you do. You like to collect your own sweat and then drink it. You got like
the hell are you on?
You've got these funnels that hook up to your armpits,
juice is
and then
G Fuel. What perverted stuff have you been thinking about me? What the hell?
That's what I don't know. This is what
Guys
your
in the
subs tell me
chat,
you did
what
every
the
day.
hell?
That's what they told me you did in your spare time.
Drifter's getting a little weird over here, guys.
You getting weird.
You looked up blue waffle, and you really got a blue waffle flavored waffle.
Sounds awful.
I imagine you could get blueberries.
Somebody says, I want Spud to Stud ice cream. I want to eat ice cream and get better at COD. I'm not sure if that can, you know, be a thing. Tell a story, please. All right, guys, if you want a story, then you're going to have to pick a topic. You can type things into the chat here. It can be just about any topic. It needs to be, don't do something generic like, haha, funny story. No, we're going to be more specific, like, tell a story about tigers, or, you know, something a little bit more out there. Something that my brain can latch on to. The more specific, the better. What's the squad got to say?
I still find it the funniest that your whole
Tree Squad, dude, you got to
story.
use Tinder if you want easy dates. A Doritos story.
Fucking day now. Ooh, I got a $5 donation. Deathboard donated $5 and said 24-hour stream. Say what? Why the 24-hour stream this time? Because I'm on spring break and y'all been supporting the stream so well. I said, why not? Right? Just like asking a girl out. Why not? F it. Right, Drifter? F it.
Exactly, you got to ask her out. We have Grand Avenger 757. There's supposed to be an update that comes out early this coming week that's going to make the app compatible for iPad mini and add in the new weapons. So that should be going on. New weapons and iPad mini compatibility. We have Time at Machinima, Virginity, One Night Stand. What's another good one? An Ass Story.
How do you donate?
Machinima.
I was going to say, people are asking how to donate. Both me and Drifter's stream, there is a link in the description if you care to donate. Just go ahead and notify both, right?
Dude, everybody's slaughtering these people before I can even get to them. Sorry, I sneezed. Okay, so I had some good times at Machinima, and I had some bad times at Machinima. I guess you're probably more interested in the bad times. I remember not being allowed to upload on my own YouTube channel. They told me they couldn't partner it, and that anybody that said that their channel was partnered was a liar because they wanted me to post my in-depth on Machinima Respawn. So I spent like a year of not being able to post any COD content on my channel because they said it could get a copyright strike.
Wow,
Which,
that's fucked up.
so like, you know, I had like one of the top shows on Machinima Respawn way back in the day. I'm tooting my own horn here, but In Depth was like a huge show, right? So, I mean, that was back when like Sark and Scene Anders were hosting. Wow, the auto aim made me hit a trophy system instead of a person. So it was kind of a big deal, right? And they just kept telling me again and again and again and again that I wasn't allowed to post on my channel, and I can't post on my channel, and then not to do it, and then all this kind of crazy stuff. And that all my friends were lying to me. New sponsor, Javier Cruz. Thank you for sponsoring, man. I appreciate it. which I thought was garbage. And I cannot sneak up on anybody right now. This map is not being kind to me. Kind of made me mad. By the time I finally got the opportunity to like post on my channel, a lot of the COD hype was slowing down, and I just missed such a huge opportunity that I kind of had to start from zero, and it was very difficult and frustrating. Made me very sad that I had to deal with mismanagement of that caliber.
Yeah, I have my own Machinima crap. But you have to say your good stuff now.
Well, I made a lot of money with them, and I learned a lot of things, developed skills, had the opportunity to grow my channel a little bit later on. Javier Cruz, thank you for sponsoring, man. I appreciate it. May you enjoy your time at Team Drift. I hope you enjoy your yin yang badge and green text down there in the chat. I did do... I don't know. I had a series that I was developing that I got like no support for, and I had people straight up tell me that like my stuff was garbage. And I remember the thing that made me the most mad is when it was time to renegotiate my contract, they were just kind of like lying to me and telling me that my contract was good, and I'm like, bro, I know what other people have. It's not good. Like this is not gonna work for the future. And they're like, no, it's fine. It's like, well, you know, you lose us money, so we've just been keeping you on just because. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, my channel gets X views, and you pay me, you know, a tenth of the value that it's worth. How can I be losing you money? And, you know, she's like, oh, well, you monetize really poorly, and your content's not good, and we can't sell ads on it, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, well, how long have I been losing you money? And they're like, oh, the whole time you've been here. Like, so let me get this straight. I've been losing you money ever since I've been at Machinima. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so why have you kept me on board? And like, oh, we've kind of done it like as a charity. Like, you know, we just think that one of these days you might be important, you might be worth something. So we're just kind of keep you on and hope that one day you matter. And like, okay, I think it's time for me to leave Machinima.
And it turns out he matters. So Machinima, go fuck yourself.
Well, it wasn't even about like, you know, big ego or that I'm the biggest, coolest person ever on the planet, but just that like I'm a partner and they just tell me like, yeah, we just keep you around for charity reasons because you kind of suck. I'm like, well, thanks,
really,
guys.
Yes.
This is getting harder. I think there's more subs and stuff in here. I am not able to sneak up on people and get very many bonks. J-Hub, we need some haters from you. What have you been doing, man?
This is a safeguard, bro. Nobody gets haters in here.
Yeah, they do. You're just not playing well enough.
Whereas I had the issue with Machinima where I was a perpetual and I wanted a better deal, so I tried to go with them. They told me they were going to be able to get the vanity URL, that I just needed to talk to them, and that I just needed to sign first, and we'd be able to go there. So I signed and started talking to them. Then after 2 months, they stopped talking to me. They ignore most of my submissions, and then when I contact them, they're like, oh, we didn't say this. And I'm like, I have the proof right here. It doesn't matter.
You've got, like, I've got the screenshot. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm talking to you. You have a copy of this in your email inbox. What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah, and then they had the audacity, because I sent them an email, like, twice the length you're supposed to give if you're going to leave, right? And then they go, you didn't notify us, so we're just going to go ahead and redo your contract and send it through again automatically. I was like, the hell you are. I will go and get a lawyer right now. And then they finally let me go.
Yeah, they had the perpetual contracts, too. The ones that would, like, last forever throughout the universe and all kinds of crazy stuff like this. So, yeah,
Machinima
not
used
so
to be
great.
really good. Now, they'll say anything and do whatever it takes to sign people.
Yeah, they took a beating, so they're struggling. I see people typing in the toilet emotes down here. Dude, these people kind of know what I'm doing. This is... I'll wait for Dom, but this is hard.
I mean, every network has its ups and its downs. Like, Curse is good if you don't want to be locked in for a lot of time, but your CPM is going to suck. They're not really going to be looking to help you unless you're a massive channel. Like,
so that's what's kind of weird, is that your CPM shouldn't vary very much from network to network. Like, it should have less than 5% variation. Like, CPM is pretty much something that Google controls, so that shouldn't matter. I know that it does, but it shouldn't.
Wow, we actually had a donation through YouTube. Holy crap. Nashio donated $5 to keep up the good work. Carrying Drifter. Sure will. Will.
Yeah, carrying me down here at the bottom of the scoreboard with my wrench only. My bonkins, my dink donkins. Itty
But yeah,
bitty
like,
bonky.
well, according to Cross and like I've compared versus some people, and it's like I'm getting shit on at Curse.
Yeah,
So-
you are. You're definitely getting pooped upon.
No shit, the whole team. Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm spazzing
You
out.
definitely
Shit.
are.
System online.
We have Dorito stories, guys. I used to eat so many Doritos when I was fat. Like I used to eat so many. Wow, so many Doritos. It's not even funny. I used to be like the Dorito king in my house. I was such a. I'd get like the greasy Dorito fingers and everything. I remember one time I made the mistake, and I think I like picked my nose with Dorito fingers. It was awful. I got like the worst
What the
boogers.
fuck?
Yeah, dude, I was a Pudgykins, man. Everybody makes mistakes. I remember
Everybody
one of the
has
worst
those
Doritos
days. Everybody has.
is my little brother didn't really understand the concept of backwash, and when we got really poor, my mom would buy us like one bottle of water that we would have to share, and Doritos and stuff. So
Oh, backwash.
yeah, he would eat Doritos, and when I say he left backwash, I'm talking he left backwash on the order of magnitude of like whole quarter Dorito chips, not
Oh
little
god.
crumbs, but like gigantic, massive chunks. And my mom would be like, "Are you not thirsty? Why are you not drinking the water?" I'd be like, because it's nasty." And my brother has huge Dorito chunks. It's like, "Oh, you're just being picky. It's all family." I'm like, "No, it's not. That's gross. Like, no."
I will not ever eat after somebody. I will never drink out of somebody. My god, it's just freaking. Oh, I hate the idea of backwash. Even my own backwash is nasty. And then you hear the stories about the people who dip in high school, and then they put it into the Coke bottle, and the teacher comes by and says, "Oh, that better not be dip, or else you're getting written up." And then they say drink it, and he downs the whole spit bottle. Oh, and it's warm.
Yeah, that happened a lot in my high school. They'd be like,
Oh
ugh.
god.
That would make me. I would think I would just rather get detention or whatever, to be honest.
God, it's just.
Dude, I'm struggling here. I am not getting anything going on this round.
You just imagine warm spit in a Coke bottle that's full of chunky. Ugh.
Are you getting any skipping here?
Yeah. I am. We need a new lobby. This server's dying.
Okay. We'll back out and get a new one after this then.
Because I don't think somebody has that thing.
Yeah, we can't talk about that though.
That's why I always refer to it as the thing.
I'm just glad to get any extra bonks in here.
You can put a
Noctis
jet-
Quattro. I'm generally planning to stream League of Legends this coming weekend. So there's that. I think I'm gonna stream League and the Culling when I go for this charity event. So that'll be something different for the channel.
Can you do multiple people, like parties in the culling, or is it a solo thing?
I'm pretty sure you can do parties.
Because I've got it and I want to try it.
Yeah, I need to. Dude, this server is getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. Need a new lobby.
Yep.
Some people on the enemy team aren't lagging from what it looks like.
Dude, I'm lagging something savage here. I'm getting the really annoying stutter step.
Their robot has been disabled.
I'm just
Are
hit
you
firing
getting
at
the
this
stutter
point.
step kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's rubber banding everywhere.
Dude, we're gonna be going into overtime, aren't we?
Now, if we let them score, and then we bounce.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them score. I don't want anything to do with this.
You can do 2-player and own player games in the culling. Cool. Oh, somebody just answered it.
Hostile robot is approaching our
Just let them score. Thank God. Let's get a new
No.
server.
By the way,
Noctis
guys,
Quadro.
I'm
Dude, I used to main Xerath. I play a lot of Xerath. Love the champion. His really Xerath's only weakness is that he's immobile. Xerath's immobile as all hell, but if you get enough people to peel and protect for you, it'll be just fine.
Did you see the League of Legends Call of Duty like starter idea video?
What was that?
It's like it was talking about like Xerath's ultimate is like enemy AC 130 above and stuff like that. I'll send it to you after. It's pretty cool. Someone tweeted it at me.
Oh, it looks like I missed a donation. Jester donated $5. Says, "Hey Drift, I've been subbed since Black Ops 2. Love your work. I just barely caught it, so I don't know why you said you'd be there, but I live like 20 minutes from Ann Arbor. I wish I could meet you." Yeah, I'm gonna be at the what's it called? Gamers for Giving charity land this weekend. Me and a lot of other streamers and pro players. So if you get bored, you can just Google Gamers for Giving. Let me see if I can Google that right now and pull it up. Gamers for Giving charity event March 12th. Yep. Just Gamers Forgiving. It'll give you all the details, where to go, whatever. You can come say hello to me. You can meet me. I'll probably be streaming a lot, so I guess you guys can just get in the back of the stream and talk to me like that. I don't know. It's a pretty casual event, so it's whatever for me. There we go. We got that going on. Let me check on my
Y'all need to
stats. Bo Robinson
shut up
subbed.
the sponsor button before I freaking make it where it blacklists it. Yap.
Somebody
How close
getting
should we be to
salty.
980 Ti?
Somebody's being a grumpy hub.
I don't know how close we're to the 980 Ti dreaming, man. Close, I guess? I'm gonna say close.
Somebody's being a grump hub.
Aw, Kyoko's having to leave. She has to go cook dinner. You can always just order in, Kyoko.
Nah, or you could get a wife. My wife's gonna cook me dinner. That's awesome.
Or if you're female, get a hub, because I can cook dinner really well.
I imagine J-Hub's dinner's like, tonight we're having butter sketty, butter fries, butter steak.
Hell
and
no,
we're
I don't like
having...
adding butter to everything. That sounds nasty. So this... I know how to cook, clean, do yard work on houses. I know how to do everything. If I was in shape, I could be a trophy husband. Yay!
Hey, Jeremy Dimitrition donated $4.20. Nice number. Says, when is the next sponsor-only stream chat? I'm not sure. I haven't planned. Have you had any other bank-robbing type stories? And do you ever do zombie streams? Don't do zombie streams very often. Bank-robbing type stories where I did morally ambiguous things. I have one that I can think of offhand, and the next sponsor stream is probably when we get like 500 sponsors or something bananas like that. We're only at like 230 now, so we've got like a super long way to go. I'm just trying to get like my sponsor giveaways in order and nice and legal. Can't do Doge Cam because there's no Dogs here. Yeah, but J-Hub, I have skills too. I can
Gag at the sight of a banana.
Yep, I can do that. I can lay in bed really well. I can play some video games. I can do calculus. I can do taxes. I'm really good at reading Reddit, and yeah.
In other words, a computer.
We have a guy, the real Odyssey donated $5. Says, hey Drifter, been subbed for 2 to 3 years now and have a question. What do you think about the idea that solar panels drain energy from the sun? Nope,
So
that's
stupid as hell.
that's not how solar panels work.
That and the sun's putting out constant energy at a constant rate, and it's gonna if it's not even picked up or used, it's still being burned and sent out at the same rate.
Yeah, that's pretty. We'll get to that one in a second. I'll do my morally ambiguous story first. So when I was in college, I had a class that was all group projects, which is not my ideal thing. I had decent group mates, right? Like they weren't dumb people and they weren't lazy, but there were 2 people in this group of 3. And they were both like best buds since high school, and they took all their classes together, and I was like the random odd guy out, which is not where you really want to be in a situation like that. Also, the classes they took were like totally the opposite of mine, so they were off at totally different times. So I was never actually able to make it with them to do the group work very often. I really tried my best, but I just couldn't, because they would meet, and I'd be like, guys, I have class right then. I'm like, can we meet later? And they're like, we're just not going to do it later. Okay, well, that's very nice quad. Nice quad. Like, well, that's great, guys, but that doesn't help us get this project done. And what else happened is the professor had this crazy grading system where you would rate your group mates, and then like if your rating varied significantly from average, it could scale your grade up or down, which I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. So basically, like if you told everybody that your group was awful and they actually rated you good, your grade would go up. Or on the flip side, if everybody in your group rated you poorly, your grade could go down. Like if they rated themselves well, your grade could go down and theirs would go up. It would just be like a total point and they would just scale it, which is crazy. So these guys figured I heard them talking about it at the end of the semester. What they were going to do is they were going to rate me really low. Not like suspiciously low, but definitely lower than them. And rate each other pretty high so that they would get like a bonus 20% to their total grade. And I would pretty much be guaranteed to fail the class. I was going to get the dick on this one.
That deserves an ass whooping.
Yeah, but I had a better plan because I kind of wanted to pass. So for the final project, they were just kind of not doing it and left me to do it on my own. So I went to go talk to the professor like 4 or 5 times in one day, and he started getting annoyed for me, and he said, "Why is it only you from your group coming?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, you know, my group, they don't talk to me very much, and I'm doing this whole project by myself." And they're like, "What do you mean? It's supposed to be a group project." I'm like, "Yeah, but they're just not going to do it, so I'm doing this by myself." That's how it's mostly been. It's like I do it by myself. I was lying at this point, right? Like, they were already going to lie and shaft me, so I was like, "Yeah, I've done almost all of these projects on my own." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can open up any one and I can explain it." And I managed to bullshit enough the logic, even the stuff we missed. And I'm like, "Yeah, I've done all of these. Like, these guys just don't, right?" And I talked about it, and we talked about the grading and stuff. And he's like, "You know what? I think I'm going to give you an exemption from my little weird grading algorithm thing here, so that it doesn't matter what they rate you. And I'm just going to give you like a bonus 10% because you're not supposed to be doing this on your own." So I managed to pass the class with a C, and then next semester I saw those 2 turkeys sitting in it again. It was awesome. I was so smug and satisfied with myself. I think that was morally dubious because I kind of sold these guys up the river and ensured that they failed, but I also ensured that I passed. The logic that I used to explain it is that they started it. They started the cheat. I'm just a better cheater.
Yeah, I've just gotten to the point where I go up to the professor if it's a group project and I look him in the eye and say, "I'm doing this by myself. I do not like people." And he'll go, "Well, no, this is the group. I'm doing this by myself." And he finally gets the point.
Yeah. Chinese takeout. I went to undergraduate at Mississippi State. Somebody says this sounds made up. There's no way your professor could do that. Dude, it happened. I didn't believe it either. I thought it was the dumbest rating system I've ever seen in my life, but it legit happened. Like, that's...
Yeah, don't forget about the Harvard College that if nobody showed up and took the test, they all got 100s.
Yeah, so... Oh, because it was curved, right?
Yeah, it was really curved, so a couple students managed to convince the whole class not to take it, and they all got 100.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I would have been that one asshole just to show up, and I would have done it.
Charlie locked down.
Nah,
Enemy took A.
you're the guy that ruins the world then.
XD deployed.
I like chaos to an extent.
Bonk. Oh, you've got a sniper? Oh, come on, let me bonk people. Bonk! No! Okay, so here's another one. We had a question about solar panels draining energy from the sun. J-Hub, I think you explained it pretty well. Would you like to try that again, but a little bit more in depth, and I won't interrupt this time?
What is it? Is it fission or fusion or both that the sun's doing? I can't remember.
Both. I think it's doing fusion in the core and fission more on the surface.
Either way, energy is being put out at a constant rate for the most part from the sun. So as it's being dissipated into space, we're not sapping energy. More or less, we're collecting the leftover from the reaction. So we're not draining. We're just collecting the product of what it's doing. So.
Yeah, so if you think about the sun, while not entirely accurate, it's close enough for you to think about it as just a giant light bulb that sits in the sky. And you know, light bulbs can be hot. We're little compared to the light bulb. We're like a speck of dust, so of course it heats us up, right? And some people are saying that solar panels are like sapping energy from the sun. There's no magic that like reaches out and touches the sun and like drains energy. But basically the sun is just constantly outputting a certain amount of energy. Just 24/7 is our unit of measurement, but it's just constantly putting out energy, right? Like it is just an energy making machine. That's all it is. Only a super tiny fraction of the sun's energy ever gets even close to reaching Earth. Like, I think we get like way less than 1% of the total energy, don't we?
Yeah, because it's going out in a spherical pattern, so that means we're only grabbing a small percentage.
Yeah, and it's going to get weaker as it goes out. So we're getting a super tiny percent here on the planet, and then an even tinier percentage of that makes it through the ozone layer, and then an even tinier percentage of that is going to hit your particular little like solar panels, like your little square. So the solar panels do absorb solar energy, but it's not like the area needed that. So if you had, let's say, a roof, we'll talk residential here. If you had a roof with shingles...
No, shit! No!
What happened?
I was on a nuclear, I pulled out my fists, and I just fucked up. Like, I lost that nuclear just because of my stupidity. And the lag is getting up there, too. But
sorry to hear that, man.
Mainly because I'm an idiot.
But the idea is that if you had a roof with shingles, a certain amount of solar energy would hit that roof in the form of photons or light rays in a given day. Just regardless, just doesn't matter what, it would just hit the roof, and that would be that. And what would happen? Your shingles would heat up and get warm, and then they would cool off throughout the night. Maybe if it were like super duper hot, the tar might get melty, and that's, you know, activation energy, that's a transformation. When you put solar panels on there, the solar panels don't drain any more energy. The exact same amount of energy that would have hit your shingles and just made them hot gets absorbed by the solar panels, and the panels turn that into electricity. So it really is just an easy way to use the energy that's already there. I think that's the best way to describe it. Just kind of like cooking an egg on a sidewalk. Instead of cooking an egg, you know, you're just going to make it warm. I mean, your solar panel's going to make electricity, because anything that makes heat can make electricity, and that's all solar panels do. So I hope that makes more sense to you guys. Solar panels aren't... they're not stealing energy from the sun. They're not going to do crazy things.
Because by that logic, you would have to claim that plants steal energy from the sun.
Yeah, plants steal energy from the sun, man. Now, solar panels are expensive. An engineering standpoint, they're not super efficient. Some people are, you know, debatable about if they save the environment or not after manufacturing. Personally, I think the idea is fantastic. I think the technology isn't there yet, but I would totally throw money at solar. As if we get like 1 or 2 solar breakthroughs, that's going to change the world.
It'll become really efficient if we can like genetically engineer plants to dump all their excess energy into a type of power grid, or some way we can harvest it. But
that would be very nice. Joseph, the wrench is no longer faster than the combat knife. If I'm not mistaken, they fixed it in an update. I think I saw a Tabor Hill video about that. Make sure I'm not missing anything here.
Damn, dreaming! Another $25 donation coming over with the simple message of "we."
Dude, I think this guy's just throwing money at you. like
I feel like I need to start stripping right now. Damn. What am I? God. Oh yeah, what streak was I on? I felt like I was 25.
Jester donated again. Says, I don't know why you said you'd be in the area, but I live 20 minutes from Ann Arbor. Wish I could meet you. That'd be awesome. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I already said I'm going to be doing Gamers for Giving. This coming. One. Okay. Dude, what's going on right now?
Dreamin just donated another 25, and he seems like he's constructing a sentence. He says "we," and now he says "are." So, where is this going?
We are sexy donators. I don't know what he's got going on. I can't read Dream in Cyrus's mind. Jim Sionis has subscribed. Thank you, Jim Sionis. I appreciate it, man. All subscriptions are appreciated here on the most glorious of channels on YouTube. And I really need to make my video for tomorrow, but I'm so incredibly lazy. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Visiting home got me depressed.
He did it again, and it says almost. Almost what?
He's like almost, and he's gonna get down to like the last word, and it's gonna be like boom, $400. This guy's got to be rich as hell, or his wife must not know what he spends money on.
I have no words right now.
Zandre Ember Drake, your senpai has noticed you. Says, what do I do if I'm crushing on this guy who's a long-term friend? I don't want to make things awkward. We're both male, and I don't want to get the "you're a homo" thing. Hey, Majid Hamid, nice to see you, dude. Haven't seen you in a long time. I think your name, you just had 2 names, one of which was male and one of which was female. DJVX Shadows, I see you too. So I'm assuming that you're trans. What happened, J-Hub?
Again!
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Next word is there. So we are almost there with 4 different $25 donations.
Dude, this guy is just pimping you out. You're gonna have J-Hub dancing on a pole before the end of the night.
That could sound gay if you took it the wrong way.
It was
Damn,
meant to.
dreaming.
It was very much so meant to sound gay, so.
Okay, so back to your question.
Okay, so this guy, I think his name, if I remember, it was Andre/Ember, and he had a last name. And he says, what do I do if I've been crushing on this guy for a long time, but we're both male, and I don't want to run into the great "you're a homo" problem? I think the answer is going to be about the same as the asking out a woman from a male perspective. If you...
I would say feel it out first. Find out if he's actually solid, like heterosexual, or if he's bi, or if he's homo, and then you go from there. Don't go in balls to the wall with like, hey, think you're hot. You want to go
The
out?
kind of thing is, though, how if a guy is, let's say, gay and in a closet, chances are he's gonna stay in the closet. Like, they don't come out easily, right?
There's signs, though. Yeah, we know they don't come out easily. Cross is still there, but there are signs you can pick up on.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy to get a sort of straight answer. The puns here are getting out of control.
You just have to go in and.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to the guy. I think the best way to start with is probably to ask, like, what. Let's see this. Let's see. I think it would be easier to start with maybe coming out of the closet to this person. Like, if you're closeted and he has no idea that you're, you know, fabulous, then I think the best way to do this would be to see if you can get support first. Like, if he's okay with you being gay, I think that would be a good start. And then, as a guy, you know, the next question is going to be like, so what kind of guys do you like? Did you find me attractive? Blah, blah, blah. And at this point, you're going to have to be honest and just say yes and be like, look, I don't think you would go for me because I know you're straight, but in my inner deep gay fantasies, what am I trying to do here? This is the most complicated thing I've ever had to do in my life.
You're digging a hole and getting deep into the mud.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not an easy
I
question.
bet you it is.
Oh God, J-Hub, you're so appropriate. I mean, how did you come out to your family?
I didn't, because I'm not gay like you. Well, you're not gay, you're bi.
Thanks.
You're running the whole
not
GF board thing.
I don't know, the only kind of coming out I had to do is I had to fess up and admit that I was dating a Chinese girl, you know, to racist, so that was like a big deal. And I basically just told them, and when they bitched about it, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna change what I'm doing, basically. I don't care. Like, you can bitch about it. My Overheat says that's an awful way to do it. Don't do it. That's terrible advice. I don't know any other way to do things like this except the more straightforward way. Like, what kind of master plan do you have that's going to make this work?
Wait until high school is over with, in my opinion.
Yeah, college would make your life a lot easier. I think that would be that's not a bad bit of advice.
Because you can always try to play it off as you want to experiment as a college thing. Whereas if you do it in high school, like, you have the potential for it getting out and then everybody trying to ruin your life, and that's a miserable 4 years depending on how long you're in there.
But we've got another thing here. So the person had dual genders in their YouTube thing.
So maybe they're bi?
Okay, this person says it's one of my deep fantasies for you to bend me over. It's like, that's probably going to take a turn for the worse. Well, it's probably easier for you to be receiving than pitching. I don't know how to do this, dude. Like, I've never had to do this, so...
I would say go with my strategy. Just feel him out. Figure out if he's bi, hetero, homo, and then go from there. Like, that's your best shot. Take it slow. Play it smart. Just
yeah, if you somehow manage to pull some serious homo vibes, you might have something to do here. But they're trans. They've got the dual names. So I'm guessing there's some sort of trans or body dysmorphia going on, which makes everything a lot more complicated than it needs to be.
Or you could just follow the normal motto. Just say fuck it and do it.
Yeah, that's kind of the advice I'm giving, is the fuck it and do it advice.
Or you can go along the lines of, like, you can ask that weird question of, like, which celebrity that's of your same sex would you screw? Because there's a lot of people who have it. Like Drifter and Ryan Gosling, that kind of thing. Not Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Reynolds.
No, I don't think I would go that way.
I just got a collateral hit marker, I'm sad. Philip says a lot of alcohol is the key.
No, dude, I don't know. Like, what the hell kind of question are you asking? I'm trying my best, guys. Everybody thinks I'm some kind of sage here, and I'm like, I'm a white cis male on YouTube that's never done this in my life, and I'm like,
okay, let's keep Tumblr out of YouTube, please. I smell food though, so I'm getting hungry.
My Overheat says this exact same thing happened to a friend, and now he's getting mistreated because he's bi.
Yeah, some of these things you just need to wait till you're out of high school unless you want to be miserable.
Majid Hamid, don't worry about the donations. I don't stream for donations. I stream for fun. It's totally fine. I'm just glad to see you here in the chat, and I'm glad that you're enjoying everything. Yeah, ProBat is correct. Transphobic, homophobic stuff will get you timed out. You know, normal discussion is fine. Some people get all crazy and they're like, you can't say the word gay or something. That's stupid, but...
Kyoko says she's laughing her ass off at
what?
You right now.
What am I supposed to do, man? It's like J-Hub, I want you to build me a rocket ship. What kind of experience do you have in that? None. You've got as much experience in rocket ships as I do in butt sex, so... I don't know where this dude went. Oh god, oh god.
Ruin wasted.
Everybody's like, I'm done.
Oh god.
Friendly counter.
I did read a crazy story. I forget the name of the college, but J-Hub, follow me on this one, okay? And guys in the chat, I'll give you a trigger warning. The N-word is inbound. I'm going to be saying the N-word live here on stream. It's going to be quoted and in context, so don't have an aneurysm. Basically, there was a college class. What in the hell is this thing?
Forces have disabled our robot.
What?
Penis.
That's a weird little bug in the game. And it was like a mass media communication class, and the professor was giving a class on racial bias. And part of this was talking about whitewashing and privilege and that kind of stuff. And she says, you know, as a white person, I oftentimes don't see or don't understand racism that's right in front of me. It's like, because it's not directed at me, I tend to gloss over it. And she was talking about how, you know, it's easy for people outside of the race to not see racism. She's like, you know, I miss microaggressions, I miss small things, I miss discrimination. You know, if I come to college and as long as I see that, you know, black people aren't getting beat up and the word nigger isn't spray painted on the wall somewhere, then I think everything's okay, when that might not be the case. That's a quote that I just said, just to be clear. The class, like, flipped out and started screaming. I think that one of the articles I read said that she was attacked or something, and then they all demanded that she resign, and they refused to take classes until she did resign, and like some crazy stuff. And the reason is because she said the N-word.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
she's
think I
like,
remember hearing about this.
yeah, she's like, I said the N-word in context of a quote, and in a class that I was giving about racial privilege. Like, it was a, you know, it was an anti-racism thing I was doing here, but
Yeah, this just comes on to the whole PC, the way the country and the world is trying to get, or at least U.S. The U.S. is going really PC. People need to stop getting butthurt over every little fucking thing. Live and let live. If it doesn't hurt you physically, then it's not a big deal. Just fuck off. If you're offended, then you're offended.
like, I kind of get that it's not a pleasant thing, right? That people don't want to hear that. But the idea was she was giving a lecture that's anti-racist and talking about, you know, her privilege as a white person and this kind of stuff. And because she said the N-word in a quoted context, the class refused to go to class, and they all, like, protested the dean, and then they canceled the class. And she was an associate professor. And since they canceled all her classes, she didn't get paid, and now she's on suspension. And the university initially supported her, and they're like, no, that seems pretty normal to be part of the lesson. And they're like, no, 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 you know, it's a big protest, it's a big shit show, and I think it was really bad.
Yeah, I would have kept everything going like normal if the students didn't show up, they failed the class.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't put up with the whole PC movement nowadays. I treat everybody equally. I'm not gonna get into this nonsense.
You know, there's times for PC and stuff like that.
Even then, no, like, I don't. No PC crap. Like, just live and let live. Treat everybody
Well, then
the
I
same.
could just go around just being a big racist bag of dicks all day, and nobody would say anything to me about it.
It's just words. Like, yeah, they don't have to listen. Like, when you're on an airplane and there's a baby crying, you gonna do anything? No, just sit there, put your headphones in, and move about your business.
The idea is you shouldn't pass laws based on political correctness. Or
That's
like
the thing about
ban
the First
people from
Amendment.
university based on that, because that's a bad idea. What do I need to get here?
It's all about the
Find
First Amendment with freedom of
Survivor.
speech. You have the right to say anything you want, but that also means you're going to hear a lot of shit you don't want to hear.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was a bad deal. I did get a comment here. It says, hey, Drifter, I appreciate how your commentaries are thoughtful and truthful. Hard to find those in other commentators. Thank you. I was very curious about the story of how your friend ate your poop. Please do tell, man. You're going to have to look that up on a different stream. But short version of that is I had super bad diarrhea. I accidentally crapped all over myself in the shower and got poo-poo on my feet.
Yeah.
My friend was drunk and eating pizza on the floor. I ran across the room and stepped my poo-poo foot in his pizza, and he continued to eat the poo-poo foot pizza, and it was really bad. New sponsor, Jason Porter. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. I appreciate it. Always glad to have new sponsors. Welcome to Team Drift. Hope you enjoy your badge and emote and green text and everything.
So here's the deal. Racism can be solved extremely easily, even for, like, based on if someone's gay or not. You can all solve this easily. Every parent, if you have a kid, just teach your kid to treat everyone the same. Never say anything negative. Never do anything stupid. Just make sure they know everybody is equal, so they all grow up, and then this idea of racism, in theory, could go away quickly.
Well, one caveat to that, and this is a strange and counterintuitive thing. You teach your kids that people are equal, but not the same, and that sounds like one of those awful separate but equal things from the past. But studies have shown that parents that ignore race, like, you know, they say I'm colorblind, I don't see race, there's no such thing as race, blah blah blah, their kids actually grow up to be more racist than parents that talk openly about race.
See, the question is, when you're a kid, right, and you're a white family, and your son asks, "Why is that person black?" The answer you tell them is their ancestors grew up in a different part of the world than ours. That is the answer. That's all you have to say.
That's normal, but some people take it too far and they like to pretend that that's like, what do you mean? What are they black? I can't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, that's stupid. I don't know. I'm not a black person, so I'm gonna have to check my privilege, man. I don't know what I'm doing here. But you're right. If you treat people equally, that's totally fine. Yeah, Jeremy, I tried to read the chat. Yeah, Jeremy, the Tesla hasn't come in yet. The question was, what is my dream car? Honest to goodness, no joke, my dream car has been a Tesla or a tank. And I had an opportunity to get either one here recently, and I chose to get a Tesla, so I'm getting my dream car. YouTube has allowed me to get my dream car. I'm really hyped about it. And they were actually selling a road-legal tank here in Texas for $35,000 on Craigslist. It was really more like an MRAP or an APC. I really almost bought it. Like, I was so close to buying it, man. Like, I was just salivating, thinking it even had the original grenade launcher on it, so that was really dope too.
So one of my favorite vehicles, we got a junkyard car and we've been restoring it, right? I wanted an El Camino, right? Well, I have one. And it's a junkyard car we're still restoring and needs still a lot of money to finish it. I have a 73 El Camino Super Sport, and I can't wait for it to be done. That's one of the vehicles I've always wanted. Like, I like the old school muscle. So the other one I want is like the car from, what is it called? Burn Notice or Heroes Reborn. It's like a 71 Charger. Yes, I'm from the South. Leave me alone.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. The dream car is all about you and what you want, what you think is cool, what you think performs well, and, you know, things like that.
But I think the El Camino still needs like $5 to $6 grand. I think we're at the point where it's all bodywork for the most part, but it has swivel bucket seats. It only has a 350 in it, even though you could go up to a 502 supposedly. Oh.
You gonna drive that to MLG? You mean DeLorean? Yeah, Natalie Bates, you're right, dude. DeLorean has also been another dream car of mine. Always wanted one. Glad to hear they're making DeLoreans again, which is kind of cool. I know they're way less practical than something like a Tesla, but it's all about being cool at that point. So.
Let's just say this, Drifter. If they did UMG South Carolina again, in Myrtle Beach, and my car was done, I would pick you up from the airport and we would go play.
I'm really glad that I didn't go to UMG South Carolina, because I don't know if you read about what happened, but that was like the biggest, crappiest COD event in years.
It sounds like they may have not just been prepared and set up for it. Why? What happened?
Not even close. They didn't even stream most of the games. Like, the stream was down most of the time, and they were streaming completely random games, such that I'm not even joking, like, they had people streaming in 240p on Vine that had like 1,800 viewers live, whereas the official stream only had like 400 because they were streaming the wrong stuff. It was chaos. People's tweets were performing better than UMG. Pros didn't have a space to line up. We had consoles die. We had all sorts of really
Sounds like they
crazy
just
stuff happening.
didn't know the area. Hell, had they hired me, I could have probably set it up better than they had
This
it.
happens at a ton of UMG events.
Like, I've probably spent a year at Myrtle Beach with all the time I've gone down there.
Now, it's not about knowing the area, it's about UMG. Like, they set up booths so close to each other that you can hear the other team's call-outs over your headsets. So, like, pros could just hear the other team's call-outs, and, like, I don't know,
that means they didn't have a big enough place to do it then.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was really bad. I forgot I should be going for Bloodthirsties right here.
Dude, I smell the food. It should be almost done.
We gotta go down here.
It smells meaty too. Burger. Oh, it's probably burgers. That's what it smells like.
Thought you were the chef in your family.
Yeah, I cook Monday through Thursday. They cook Unless we go out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Gotcha. Get out of the way, Jimbo Hub.
All right, drafter.
The robot has been disabled.
I need to find some better J words for you, like jack off hub or
No. Jeb? Did you just say Jeb?
Jeb, yeah, Jeb hub. Yep.
God.
Again, and let's go home.
Perfect. I knew
Do
it.
I have a mother? Everybody has a mother.
Even Jesus.
Actually, that is wrong. There was a guy who had an embryo implanted in him and gave birth himself. So
What?
it looked like some Asian guy. I remember seeing like an article 2-3 years ago where this guy wanted to know what it felt like to give birth, so he had it put inside of him.
The robot.
And he gave birth to a live human being?
Yes, I think they did like a C-section on him.
I'm smelling some serious
I
bullshit
might need to
talking
relook,
mushrooms.
because I remember I found like this. It was a weird journal thing where they were like doing updates, and I was like, "What the hell is wrong with people?" I mean, he wasn't a transgender either. He was a legitimate man who just had the shit put in him.
Transgender can't have kids, dude. That's not how that works. You can't grow vaginas,
Did you?
bro.
Yeah, no, but did you hear recently they've successfully been able to transplant a uterus? So that might
I
actually
think
become
that's
a
from
thing.
one woman to another woman. I'm pretty sure that trans people aren't going to be having babies anytime soon.
You never know. Science is advancing quite fast.
Oh, here's man, so many people are coming up.
Friendly UAV.
And Jabroni Hub.
God, no.
There's so much dirty ones. I'm gonna stop on this because I know you don't like it. I'm starting to play garbage here. Safeguard is really bad for getting wrench kills. Dom works so much better for me.
Counter UAV inbound.
Juice Hub. Jelly Hub.
Yeah,
Not
Jelly
mine,
Hub's
I'm
a good
doing
one.
it. I take it that Astro people never responded.
Yep, I see your comment. Zandre/Ember, I do see your comment. I gotcha.
You said yeah, right? I asked if the Astro people had ever responded.
No, I got no response at all.
Yeah, so you had been away for. I applied to no scope because people are always asking about my glasses. We'll see what.
Next time we get a chance, can we vote for Dom? This is hell on earth for me right now because
Yeah.
they all bunch up and I can't, not stab them very well.
Advised. Hostile UAV.
We haven't had a dumb game yet, have we?
I fell off the
Kyoko,
map.
what kind of car
Haven't
is
had
that?
one in a long time. Wow, you're the.
Oh, God.
Everybody's making up new J things for you.
Someone said Juicy Hub and gave the eyes.
That is nice, Juicy Hub. I like it.
Yeah, that's just weird.
I like Juicy Hub.
I
That's what
bet
I'm
you
gonna start calling it
do.
from here on in. Corn Hub.
God damn it.
The alternative porn hub.
Oh, the burgers smell good. Oh.
Our reputation is our best deterrent. Excellent work.
Just wait for the Tumblr post tomorrow. Ermagur, Drifter is transferred.
Yeah.
Could stand another kicking.
Calvin and Hobbes, dude, I literally have no idea what you're talking about, man. Like, I literally have no idea what it is you're talking about there.
Like literally?
So apparently Cross is like stopped streaming in the afternoon.
I think he
What's
does
up with
nights
that?
now. I think he
I
just.
think he does mornings.
I don't know what he does. He's cross. He's unpredictable.
I think it's grabbing bays for it. I really want to run and try to get a sandwich in a minute.
Taser, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it, man.
Jeremiah Hub. What am I, Amish?
It's a biblical name.
Nah, I mean, if you saw my beard I used to have before I trimmed it way the hell back, I could pass for Amish.
I've got so many more of these medals to get.
You really want the neon cat, don't you?
The what? No,
Wait.
I'm the wrench, dude. I'm doing dark matter
Oh, yeah.
wrench. I gotta get bloodthirsties with this stupid wrench. I'm so far off on that, it's not even funny. I still gotta make tomorrow's video and stuff, too.
Yeah, I would too, but I'll be streaming until 5:10 tomorrow afternoon, so I don't have to worry about it.
Farhan2C, thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate it.
Cross
Got
has been
a
super
new
quiet on Twitter,
sponsor.
Yeah.
New sponsor, Chase M. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to Team Drift. Enjoy your yin yang chat emote and the little green text.
But random.
What's random?
Classified. Vote it.
Random. Go. Done.
Or else I'm just going to kick somebody and go to Dom.
I was just trying to read another subscriber. Sorry, I got so much stuff to read. You don't support me, J-Hub.
Bruh, do you even lift?
Not anymore. I moved over to cardio. Piggywig 900 has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Piggywig 900.
Ooh, Dom. Fuck.
It's okay, dude. I'll make do with this. I'd rather do job.
You'd rather do job?
No, I'll just do safeguard. It's fine, dude. I'd rather do Dom, but it'll be fine. Majid Hamid, no stories are coming to mind. Rachel, thank you for subscribing, along with Arrow Assassin. And Sergio, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it, guys. Joshua Bulgats and Nailed, question mark?
Even though Arrow and Flash are on their hiatus, when they come back, we're going to get hit with a massive amount of shows within those 2 weeks. You're probably going to have Game of Thrones, you're going to have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Flash, Arrow. There's a lot of shows coming right back.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to retire from YouTube in order to watch TV. That's what we're going to have to do. Man, my
head
head
hurts caught up
so
to Arrow
bad.
and Flash?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay.
And you get a Jay Garrick, and you get a Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
Everybody's a Jay Garrick. Joshua
Someone
Petit.
posted something that made sense too. It was all 1J, 2J, Red J, Blue J.
So do you mind if we talk about the Arrow here?
Yeah,
no,
I'm down.
I mean the Flash.
We can talk about all of it. I watch it
Okay,
all.
so I think I talked about it before. So guys, if you watch the Flash, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know spoilers are coming very shortly. If you watch the Flash, spoilers are coming very shortly. Be prepared, okay? So, as you all know, Professor Zoom revealed his identity, and he is Jay Garrick, or has the same face and body as Jay Garrick, who is the good Flash from that universe. So there's this alternate universe with a bad guy called Professor Zoom, and man, this server's lagging hella bad right now for me. And he finally revealed his face, and he looks like same as the Flash from that universe, which was really confusing. So people don't know exactly what's going on. Okay, you can explain it, then you go ahead. You do
I'm going to explain why everything is the way it is.
Okay.
So if you want to keep explaining normal stuff, go ahead.
Yep. And it was a big deal. Jonathan Bush just sponsored. Thank you, Jonathan Bush. Dude, J-Hub, this server is hell.
I'm leaving. I
Back
can't
out.
put up with this. I'm leaving.
I can't even move here, dude.
I'm gonna limit it to 6, and we're gonna go into normal Dom, by the way.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so should I explain what's going on?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take over. I just want to say thank you for sponsoring Jonathan Bush. I appreciate it. Enjoy your yin yang and badge emote.
Okay, so basically there's a set of twins in each universe. That's why one was explaining about Hunter Zolomon. I'm pretty sure Zoom's name is Hunter Zolomon. And when that one Jay came over to their universe, remember, they called him Hunter Zolomon, and how Jay was a bit iffy. So there's two ideas going on. What do you mean, what?
What are you talking about when they called him? Are you talking about the Jay in our universe being called Hunter Zolomon?
You don't remember that episode where Jay and Caitlin were going to find his double, the guy who was sitting on there? Yes. The current thing is now, because there's been a total of 4, there's twins on each universe.
Okay.
So, one's evil and one's good, and the one that's trapped in the cage over on Earth 2 is rumored to be one of the Jays from Earth 1. I'm gonna mute this guy.
So at what point did, I might have missed this, at what point did he mention that they were twins?
Oh, this is a lot of backstory and people pulling from comics and stuff like that.
Okay, so Hunter Zolomon always had twins in the comics.
Okay, so there was also an instance they were talking about where on Earth 2, that Jay Garrick had a fan who ran off of velocity. Like, or that Jay took velocity and it split off, and that's what Zoom is. Like, Zoom is his, like, parasite that came off.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going around right now. So it's either there's 2 sets of twins, or over on Earth 2, that Jay was created because of more or less velocity, trying to speed him up, and he had a parasite split off of him who became Zoom.
Like
So that's the
Spider-Man and
two-
Venom.
Yeah, so it's kind of like those two things are the idea.
All right,
right
you ready
now.
to do this? Let's set. Let's go play some Dom, man.
So I don't know, because supposedly that one is dead, right? Supposedly.
Yeah.
I think the real J, like the true blue one, the one that has the helmet from the comics, is the one with the mask.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think the guy in the mask is also Jay Garrick, a version of Jay Garrick.
Yeah, because there's a mole on his neck. They all have the same mole on their neck. Did you
There's
not spot
also
that?
the idea of I think Earth 1 had what was it the Reverse Flash who went back in time and stole that person's identity and face to pretend to be
Yes.
them. The other universe should also therefore have a Reverse Flash. What if he came back and pretended to be the Flash, which would be Jay Garrick?
Technically, remember when in one of the episodes they said you might have a doppel, and that doppel could be doing the same thing you were, or they could be very different. Remember that
True.
part?
That's true. Or what if Professor Zoom isn't even native to Earth 2? What if he just bounces from universe to universe killing Flashes?
Well, I'm pretty sure he is native to 2 because didn't the good Henry Wells talk about how he didn't appear until after their particle accelerator explosion and
True.
Securing B.
That is true.
I didn't kick any of y'all. I opened it up. We're playing normal Dom because of Ground War was lagging like hell, and he wants to play a little bit of Dom. I do first
Correct.
come, first serve. It's nothing against you guys. We'll pick you back up.
I need to get the
after.
backfire medals. I need to bonk somebody and take their gun here in a second.
But who do you think's in the grave on Arrow though? Now that you've caught up.
I really bet it's gonna be Thea.
Securing B.
I bet she gets the bites the dust here in a little bit. Ooh, I managed to take over the capturing on Bravo, so we've got that under control now, which is good.
At this point, I honestly don't know who's in the grave because they keep bouncing around. Usually, you'll
It's
find
kind of
out.
like a big teaser. They just keep teasing.
I mean, there was an idea that it was going to be Felicity, and what he saw in the limo was just him hallucinating. But then when they went into the future, Felicity had her own building, so that didn't add up anymore. Oh,
Big
you're
mess.
not watching Legends of Tomorrow. Damn it! I think I may have just
No.
ruined that for you.
That's okay. I thought about downloading it, but we're trying to work through The Walking Dead right now, which is a totally different thing.
Basically, the Legends of Tomorrow did an episode of like 40 years in the future with Oliver Queen and stuff like that.
Friendly Hellstorm
Oh,
inbound.
didn't know that. And
think that was
I
episode
just
6.
started lagging again.
Yeah, servers are getting choppy.
Friendly UAV.
Is Arrow better than Smallville? If Smallville was made now with the same people at the same age, I think it would be better, just because of like graphics and all that other stuff that they do. But I think Arrow and Flash are better than Smallville, just because of
No. Sorry, I'm trying to get the backfire medal where I kill somebody with their own gun. So I'm hunting that yellow chick that's Sparrow. Hunting the yellow Sparrow right now.
Enemy took Alpha. Securing
Shite, now I'm dead.
A. Losing B.
Dude, I just lost like a bunch of viewers. They're like, stop with the spoilers, please. No more
I mean, I
spoilers,
didn't spoil The
please.
Walking Dead for you. Why'd they all just spawn on me?
That's because everybody likes you, dude. They're popular. I mean, you're popular. They just wanted to give you hugs.
Yeah, I wish you would hurry up and catch up on The Walking Dead too.
I'm getting there, dude. I think The Walking Dead is just a little bit scary for Jessica, so she can only watch it in short doses.
Scary? Why would it be scary?
Because it's about a bunch of freaky ass zombies that eat people alive. That's not scary at all. You know, that's
No,
just
it's not scary.
not if you're big man J-Hub who doesn't afraid of anything.
There's only one thing I fear in life, and it's nothing that most people would have guessed. But
Penis in your mouth.
no.
Bravo. Losing C.
He fears losing to Team Rocket in a poke battle.
UAV inbound.
Dude, I know it. You're terrified of Team Rocket, bro. I would be too.
Spotted. Counter UAV inbound.
What did this guy look like? Alright, I gotta kill Ruin.
Pretty sure I just killed him myself.
It's like the brownish
Securing Alpha.
yellow Ruin that's rocking the Man of War. I gotta find him and Put some bullets in his face.
There's another round coming up. Don't burn out.
Gotta stick your lead in his face.
Inbound.
I thought the flag did. What used to be
I
in
think I
here?
hear
Is the
him over
heart
here.
flag?
Yep, here he. Nope, dang it, that's the other. That's the Sparrow lady. What were you saying, Captain Hubs?
What?
What you saying, Captain Hubs?
Smoke, check.
Watched us last night and decided to come back, keep it up. Drifter wasn't streaming last night, but he was playing.
There, I got one
He almost got
backfire
a
medal,
there.
thank goodness.
Get ready for the next round.
Oh, this food is smelling so good. Oh, God. When we get to 190, I'm running upstairs to get some food.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
use the bathroom. I mean, right now,
See, so
guys,
other people agree The Walking Dead is scary.
Okay. By the way, Dreamin', I don't know where we're at, dude. Like, I know you want me to...
After the objective.
Hold up, I could probably tell you right now. What is that? 1,
Securing A. Get a
2,
UAV over Alpha secure.
3,
C.
425, 525. I think that's where it's at. All right, dude, it smells so good. I'm so...
Ah. Need to get some box in.
But I like to look ahead. Like, spoilers doesn't affect me. I watch it for the plot and to see what goes on. But I know the spoilers show Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, probably Arrow and Flash to an extent. Like, I could spoil all the shows for y'all right now if I wanted to.
That's not very fun though. You do,
No, it's fun
but
for
you can
me.
you can understand why some people wouldn't want to see that or hear the spoilers though, right?
Yeah, I can understand that, but I mean, they start coming in here and spoiling stuff for other people. I'll personally PM you the spoiler of every show on TV right now. And you won't know it until you've read it.
Securing B.
How long have I been streaming? We're only about 3 hours into the 24 hours. stream.
I've only been doing this for like an hour.
Locked down.
You should do a 24-hour stream with me once.
I like Riley Griffin here says they can't watch The Walking Dead because it's 95% walking and 5% dead.
And then, nah, it's like 4.9% dead, and then it's 1.1% Carl! Carl!
Carl! No, they've gotten away from that because they made fun of it. Did you see when that dude got on and started streaming League of Legends and the pros got on and they kept telling him to go back to the house?
What do you mean?
The kid that plays Carl is like a big League of Legends fan, so one day he
Yeah.
got on Twitch and started streaming, and all the pros are like, "Oh God, it's Carl from Walking Dead." So he's playing with like Sneaky and all that. And when people would kill him, they'd be like, "Go back to the house, Carl."
Securing C.
I saw him in person at it was at PAX one time. One of the times they had the big league tournaments.
Yeah, he did a video with like Dan's and Gassy Mexican on Minecraft. I remember watching that.
Yep, something like that.
Losing A.
Who do I think is in the grave in Arrow? It could just be one of those things where they're trying to maybe kill somebody off, like in the universe, so they're still alive, but they're dead to everybody else. Kind of like the whole Oliver kind of situation. They may be pulling that shit.
Hostile AC exit.
Maybe
It always
if,
makes me mad when shows do the cop out and nobody really dies.
I mean, you could say that they're trying to keep Connor extra safe, so they fake his death. You never know. And they have to make it look real. And I mean, if you look at it, Oliver's not pissed. He's not crying. Like, if someone you know gets killed, you're not going to be at the grave. You're going to be hunting them motherfuckers down and slaughtering them, right?
What if it's
that's not
what if
what
it's
he was
Captain
doing.
Lance? But then you
I
would
could
think
see
that
heart attack kind of
then
thing.
you would think that maybe his daughter would be there. What if it's Laura Lance?
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be Laura.
Could be the Diggler baby.
Because, spoiler alert in the comics, Green Arrow and Black Canary are a thing.
Yep, they've always kind of been a couple in the comics.
Yeah, so it's not going to be Laurel. It's not going to be the White Canary either, because she's already died, what, twice now?
Hostile Cerberus inbound.
At this point, she's like just not going to be dying anytime soon. She doesn't die easily.
Maybe it's Vandal Savage. Like, they're putting him in the grave, finally.
Securing C.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Honestly, the fact that they haven't beaten Vandal is a joke. It's so easy to beat Vandal Savage.
Well, apparently he can catch arrows.
You have a time machine, right? And he regens, or if you kill him, he comes back to life. It's simple. You grab him in his current form, and then you take him to the end of the universe and drop his ass there. Like, how do you not beat an immortal? That's how you beat an immortal. Like, there's no excuse.
Freeze them in cement, dump them in, you know, molten metal, make a giant statue out of them. I think that's how they ended up killing Wolverine in the comic books. They dumped him in an adamantium and he just like stuck in a block.
Oh, I thought they just removed his regen powers and killed him off that way.
I think it was both actually, but his final death is they throw him in adamantium and he just.
Let's be honest, he's not dead. He'll be back.
That's how comics work.
Overdrive, good to go.
You think it's Detective Lance? Yeah, he's probably one of the more disposable. Alright, food, BRB.
Oh, my head hurts so bad. Nicholas Bakina, glad to know that I was able to help you stop cutting, man. That wasn't my original goal when I started this YouTube channel, but I'm glad to know that I was able to help.
Wasted that ruin.
All CDP assets degraded.
We kicked some serious ass, guys.
It wouldn't require a cleaner to take you out. A janitor would suffice.
Let's see what's going on here. Salty Evil 30 has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Salty Evil 30. I appreciate it, man. Hello, Jason Rydell. Hello, Keith Bailey, Tyler Bird, Lucas Fernandez. Adam Stiers says, check your Twitter. I don't know what I'm looking for on Twitter. Oh, Adam Stiers, the question. Why do you think people hate Hillary Clinton and what's your opinion on her? They don't like Hillary Clinton because she's a quintessential flip-flopper. She doesn't hold to her beliefs as much as she will hold any belief that is popular. And she's tied up in about a dozen scandals, not including the email and the Clinton Foundation and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of a mess with her. I need to get more backfire medals. I'm going to play Infection, because that's a better thing. Yeah, Clinton's not popular for a lot of reasons. She's a career politician. Like, I remember she moved to New York just to fill an empty Senate seat, even though she's not a native New Yorker. Chris Rowley has subscribed. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you, BK Lounge. And Katie Haynes. Thank you for subscribing, Katie Haynes, along with David Rice. Appreciate it, guys.
So
of course, you're all welcome to join the game. What were you saying, Hubs?
She was trying to make chicken cordon bleu, failed. So it's like chicken, cheese, and ham. Kind of like the KFC snacker thing.
So it's chicken ham on ham?
It's chicken, ham and cheese in the middle with another slice of chicken. It's dry. Holy shit.
Yeah, how's your mom doing these days? I've heard some not so great things about her in the past.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. I'll just send her a text later tonight. We'll figure it out. Yep, Jack Nichols says, I just came in from Noah J456's Twitch. Glad to see that you're enjoying Noah's stream. Noah streams really good stuff. I'm going to get some backfire medals.
Sorry if y'all hear the slurping. I'm hungry. And see ya, Kyoko. I guess you got off.
Yeah? Let's see what you got.
Food, good.
Dylan Steele, good to see you. I'll eat later tonight. I think I'm going to get my steak later.
Steak? What if it's Felicity's mom? Could be Felicity's mom. That could be the breaking point for Felicity if you think about it.
Could be.
But that was the cheesiest last episode where she gets up and walks out. That was so dumb.
Yeah, you would think she would have a little recovery or something to do, but nah, I guess not. By the way, I'm going to be in the Michigan event pretty much all of those days, so...
What days?
Emma Crosby, good to see you. Not from the UK here. It's going to be this coming... Not this weekend, obviously, but next weekend I'll be there all the days.
Are you sure you're going for the full weekend to do something?
Correct, yes. I just need to bonk one person here. I'm 0-3.
Drifter was making that slurping sound last night, according to what he just said. Fuck you. Oh, come on. Ah!
Why you
Oh,
always
they're
gotta be
respawning.
looking at me?
The Drifter is my dad? Hell no.
It's pretty unlikely. Not aware
Very
of any
unlikely.
illegitimate children that I've got.
UAV inbound.
He's not hairy, he's not tall enough,
Be advised. Hostile UAV.
he doesn't even lift. So, I mean, it's possible.
Slutzenberg, good to see you there in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while. And Lisa Liberin, good to see you.
I suck with this thing single wheel.
Dude,
It
I
could
don't know
be
what's
Jessica's
going
girl.
on here. Like, I don't know if this lobby's getting sweatier or something, but I cannot sneak up on anybody right now.
It's that skill-based matchmaking, bro. I really think they put it back in again in that 800 meg patch. Or reactivated it, whatever. Because unless I'm running somebody with, like, no DLC, it's really bad.
So this is what's rough. Like, I look at my chat and I can tell there's a new viewer and his only comment is, "This guy sucks at COD." And I'm like, okay, well, doing wrench only and it's just not going well right now because I only have a melee weapon and there's not shit I can do about it. When everybody has guns. Like, I'm like sitting here dodging bullets as much as I possibly can.
Friendly counter UAV inbound.
Overdrive, good to go.
Wish I could get convince Cross tonight to do some merch.
Ay, 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 ay. You guys are keeping them like perfectly pinned in their spawn where they can't push up to areas I can sneak into, but not so
First.
pinned that it's chaotic. Like, this
First
is really
world
good.
Call of Duty problem.
Yeah, it is.
Your
Like, you've got 'em
spawn
locked
tripping
down.
so well, I can't play.
It's just in the right area where I can't melee anybody. Like, for guns, yeah, I could slaughter people right here, but you've got them, like, funneling into choke points instead of running around randomly, so I can't do stuffings about this.
Your best shot would be the building on the right side that splits the two spawns.
Yeah, no, that's where you get dead all the time. I really don't like
No, I'm saying
meleeing
if
over
you
there.
can get in there and sit in the corner and wait for him to go by.
Oh yeah, I don't do that on stream. This is a no camping stream. So look at this shit. Hate having a rubber wrench. I'm 1 in 11. Now we've got hives everywhere. Look out for that garbage. Yep, literally all over the map now. Now I can't get close to anybody.
Damn, Dreamin' Cyrus is on point with the timeouts today.
EKIA.
Ah! Okay, not gonna yell. Not gonna get too angry.
Dual wield swords would be amazing, yeah. Then you could definitely call me Deadpool.
Got them all pinned right here.
Looking good. Continue on mission.
I'm gonna rush with a machine gun. Here we go.
Okay, I'll answer a donation question before I lose my mind. Pieman says, "Hey Drifter, enjoying the streams. I recently got a Netduma and it works great. I have 3 megabits of internet, and playing online it was impossible whenever my family watches Netflix with the Netduma. Now I'm getting 4 bars on Black Ops 3 whenever somebody uses Netflix. Awesome, good to hear, because that's exactly how that product is supposed to work." And I just stunned myself. Like, that is exactly how the Netduma is supposed to work. It's designed basically for people that have families that get on Netflix and blow up their internet. But, you know, it's just got a really nice QoS so that you can still not lag when they're using Netflix. It should slow down their Netflix a little bit, though.
I need to make the video with the Netduma about the port forwarding so I can show other people how to get off moderate NAT type, because I've got it figured out and it works every time.
Good. Okay, let's try and turn this around this second round. I just need to get some, and any kills actually would be nice. So hashtag blame your team. No, I can't blame the team on this one. That's like, oh yeah, my team's doing too good for me to melee people. Like, yeah, that's a stupid complaint.
Imagine if you could throw the wrench once and you have to pick it back up. And
That'd
it's
be
like a
kinda
tomahawk.
cool.
Hilarious.
Hellstorm inbound. Friendly
UAV up.
inbound.
Overdrive ready.
Got a boop, I just saw that.
One.
County
Now I
UAV
gotta
up.
Inbound.
find the guy I just killed.
County UAV should keep you off the map.
That it should.
They're up in the building. If you can get in there, there's 2 of them. Double tap them.
Okay, working on it. One was actually camping the corner watching the stairwell to their own spawn. Awesome. Now that hater helps a lot. Definitely does.
Securing Bravo.
The trick is... Normally I would say the trick is getting the weapon kill, but right now I'm just struggling with the first boop.
What the fuck? Is somebody dreaming?
Tango down.
Friendly Hellstorm inbound. Hater deployed.
Dreaming with another 150 donation. He says, these donations are in memory of Teresa S. She was a wonderful wife, mother, and friend. She will be missed.
Whoa.
This is, he had to go to a funeral today, so. Yeah.
That got really serious really fast.
Hope you're doing alright, man.
Securing A. Lightning strike coordinates received.
Did he say wife?
Yeah, the person was a wife, mother, and friend. So I'm guessing
Counter UAV inbound.
he had mentioned, it was like his second mom, I think he said.
Okay, that's...
Losing A.
I thought that he lost his wife. I was a bit to be like, holy crap, that's super depressing. Funny how I can go on a good spree with this gun, yet not find the one person that I really want to kill.
You're still doing the fireback things?
Yeah, I've managed to kill a ton of people with this gun, but I haven't seen the one guy that, you know, I need to kill with it.
And he says, nah, guys, it's in celebration, not in this. So in other words, it's kind of like the Mexican funeral, I guess. I watched Book of Life, so that's what I'm referring to it.
UAV inbound.
Have you seen the Book of Life?
I've seen the trailer for the Book of Life, but I know what you're talking about, though.
It was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Losing Charlie.
I guessed a couple parts right, but it was really good. When am I doing zombies? Whenever I get damn near sick of...
Whoa.
Friendly counter UAV inbound.
Smoke.
Friendly UAV inbound.
her life and everything she did. Yeah. That's why I don't like going to funerals or do anything like that. I want to remember from how they
Is that
were,
not a
not how they are.
backfire?
Friendly
Damn.
UAV inbound.
How about you?
Losing A.
Overdrive. Good to
I just
go.
don't like funerals in general.
Your positions.
I don't know.
Counter UAV inbound.
Put out a power core just for funsies. I don't know, funerals just seem strange. I just don't care about the dead, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad person?
I mean, I can understand the more celebration part, but being sad, like, I don't understand that.
I don't understand the pomp and circumstance and waste of time. I guess I know that when I'm dead, I'm not going to care at all, so I guess when I die, I don't want a big fancy funeral or anything. You're more than welcome to just chunk me in a hole in the ground and go on about your life. Or not, you can just let me rot. Won't matter to me.
I mean, if I have the money, I want to be fired out in space, but that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He says, yeah, he's good. The hardest part was seeing her husband and kids. Her sons are your two best friends. Yeah, so I was right when I remembered. He said she was, like a second mom.
I also hate going to funerals where the funeral was for like a terrible person, like an absolute asshole that died, and then everybody sits there for like an hour pretending like they were great. I hate that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself look like an asshole now. There was a guy in high school who always bullied the shit out of me, right? He was on the football team. Well, he died by flipping his car, either landing on the side or into a tree. I hated the guy. I really did. But there was a good chunk of the football team going, so I decided I was going to go. Well, at first I didn't want to go, but I was actually bribed to go. The only reason I showed up is because someone was bribing me to go. I hated the guy. I really did. He did everything just to make me miserable and get a laugh out of people around him.
I know that feeling. There were some people that died in high school and they were sorry, good-for-nothing bastards, but when they died, all of a sudden they became amazing and worth remembering. And I'm like, no, they really weren't worth remembering at all. It's sorry asses. So.
See, my the football team had a curse, right? We had at least one person every year from freshman year to senior year die who was on the football team, class of 2010.
That's a pretty serious curse.
So the first one was a car crash. Then the second one was a car crash. The third one was a drowning. And I think we actually had two that year, so another car crash. So like 4 of them were car crashes and 1 was a drowning.
J-Hub, everybody around you be dying, man.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe bullet. I used to be the short, fat kid, guys. I didn't get my height until after I graduated.
Now you're just the fat kid.
All right.
I was the opposite. I was the beanpole. I was tall and super skinny. I was also the nasty kid because I didn't bathe.
I never bathed either.
So, man, my head hurts so bad. I hate getting those zits that are like deep under the skin. Just makes the whole area swell.
I pop them. I either find a needle, a pen, or take the tip of my knife, heat it up, pop it. I can't stand them.
I guess somebody in the chat saying that it makes me look bad if I don't want to go to a funeral. Like, I don't know, I just never cared about it much.
Yeah, just with the whole funeral thing, I'd remember how they work, not how they are. Then, when I was a kid, every time I went to a funeral, I'd look at the person in the casket, and I swear I always saw their chest and stomach moving up and down, so it was weird.
I think that would just be some kid stuff.
You know, even to this day, like, if you stare at it long enough, it's like the chest cavity's moving.
That shouldn't be happening unless we're burying people alive.
It's just a weird thing that happens. But I haven't been to a funeral since that guy in high school. So.
There we go, got one bonk in. No! I knew where he was going to spawn. When you do the knife challenges, I tried to get my bonk, and then I'm like, alright, I know exactly where this guy's going to be, and I like rush over there, and he knew I was coming and just nailed me.
So, I don't know if Kyoko wants me to read this or not, but she said something about, before I leave, I would love if her, someone she knew died. She would love it to death. Let's just leave it at that.
She wants to see somebody die, I assume?
She would love it if someone she knew was dead.
Somebody that she
Everyone
doesn't like
has
then.
people in their life that they think of as major assholes, that they would not even shed a tear if they died. I'm pretty sure everybody in either one of our chats could think of at least one person right now.
Yep, I can definitely think about some people that I wouldn't cry over.
Losing Alpha.
And some people I probably would. Manly tears. Manly tears are okay. Like when old Yeller gets put down.
Yeah, I remember that. I came home and one day when one of our dogs died because it choked on a tennis ball. That's a whole different story, by the way.
That's a
I was the one who
surprisingly
dug the
sad
hole. Nah, did I tell you about that?
Ooh, I got a grenade kill. You know, like a flashbang bang. That's a
Did
rare
I actually
one.
say the story about what happened to that dog?
Go for it. I don't know. No, I've
Okay,
never
so
heard
it
of
choked on a tennis ball and died. They love tennis balls. So I dug the hole, we buried it, and everything, right?
Okay.
A month later, the other dog digs it up, opens up its throat, and pulls the tennis ball out to play with it. So we did throw it across the street. So, yeah. Those two dogs really love tennis balls, put it that way.
So your other dog dug up a dead... one dog's dead body just to play with the tennis ball.
Yeah, to pull the tennis ball out and play with it.
Well, that's... You know, a human would consider that morbid, but dogs, you know, they don't care much, so whatever.
Deathboard donated $5 says, has Black Ops 3 been
Got
playing
one backfire medal, there we go. Excellent.
often for me? Haven't played it all weekend because all the lobbies are like tastic. Yeah, whenever there's a double X something event, it gets really laggy.
I think it's just because people blow up the servers with all the, like, with playing. Like, it's crazy.
Well, that means we need more servers then. Because
Yes, we
they've done
do.
double something for the past 4 weekends.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of double this. Don't
Yeah,
blame
no
that.
double crypto keys. It's always double weapon or double experience. No crypto keys. I'm already predicting we'll never see another double crypto key event, most likely.
I would predict that you are correct, Captain Hubs.
Unless they do it only when they release new stuff so they can try to push the sales of the new stuff. That is the only time I'll see it ever happening again.
You wouldn't happen to have a nice, sexy, smexy UAV going on, would you?
Nah, dude, I do not perform well outside of ground war unless it's arena type stuff. Somebody just tweeted at me, it sounds
So
like.
you're a one-game mode pony then?
Technically, there's 3 game modes, but okay.
You know what I mean. You're one playlist pony. do that.
I need to play a lot more games because part of the 100% multiplayer challenges is I have to do all the other game modes to get 50 wins in each game mode. So I still need to do kill confirmed, uplink, demolition, search and destroy. Which my question brings me to, if I do arena for like search and destroy and hardpoint, does that in fact count towards the challenges?
I think it does, as far as I'm aware.
Losing A.
I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, that does count.
Losing Charlie.
Okay. So we still have to do that one arena stream, if I recall correctly.
Being dominated. Go on.
Remember the one where me, you, Cross were supposed to do one and never happened?
Yeah, because we got lazy, basically.
And then you cheated on me with Legion.
Hey, Legion was my man first, okay? You were the side man. Legion was always my main man.
Inbound.
I was here first.
That doesn't matter. You got moved to side.
Inbound.
Sad.
Doesn't matter.
Rip. Ripperoni.
In the next round.
Chicken.
My overheat, if you want to be a scientist and cure something, the best way to do that is probably to patent it, but you can do like an open patent, or you can make your patents public. That's the way to do it.
Infantry down.
Halftime.
Or just invent the disease first and then cure it.
Now you're getting into some real governmental conspiracy kind of stuff.
Secure the objective.
I like using overdrive at the start of the match because it's so trolly to just rush people around here.
Hell, if you want to cross-breed that parasite that can control like an insect with, say, some easily transmittable rabies disease, bam, you got a zombies.
It's a fungus.
A fungus for ants, but I'm talking about like, have you seen the image where like the worm-looking thing comes out of the, what is that green insect like? Looks like Scyther.
As far as I'm aware, that is also
Praying
a
mantis.
fungus. Yeah.
No, it was a creature. It looked like a damn worm. And last time I checked, a worm or a fungus doesn't move like a other animal. So I'm getting that
fungi
980
can
there.
move,
Yeah.
but that was the way I remember it.
In fact,
could be
I'll
wrong.
order it between games if you want me to.
We lost B.
I'm definitely getting it because I want to be able to play Black Ops 3 PC mods when they come out. My God, it's going to be beautiful.
UAV spotted.
And that when Battlefield 5 comes out on PC, me and Drifter can do hijinks again on PC. That was fun with BF4.
Dude, the Battlefield is so fun for trolling. It really is.
Never did get into Hardline. Hardline just doesn't feel like a Battlefield game in my opinion. Feels more like a mod or a DLC, but it doesn't feel like a game. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed sniping. I enjoy sniping in almost every Battlefield game, but it didn't feel Battlefieldless. It felt more COD-like than Advanced Warfare did.
Securing Bravo.
Yeah, which was kind of strange. It just,
Be advised.
I feel like they just quit trying to make Battlefield and wanted to make COD. Everybody got all hyped behind Hardline for just a little bit, and then, yeah, it was gone. I got really judgy for YouTubers that were promoting that game. I had so many people try to tell me it was all awesome. I'm like, dude, that is the most sellout kind of horse crap I've ever heard in my life, because that game...
Bravo.
I mean, if they were sniping only, I would say yes, I agree with them. But if you're like a vehicle all-around Battlefielder, that game was bad.
Yep. It didn't even make sense. Why did criminals have, like, helicopters and super vehicles and stuff?
I have no clue.
I didn't like it. I really, dude, and nothing was intuitive. Like, it had kind of cool ideas to have, you know, zip lines and all this kind of stuff, but I never figured out how it worked. I don't think I'm just retarded either. Like, I don't think that's my issue.
Friendly health zone inbound.
I really tried to figure it out, but I just never got it going on with Battlefield Hardline.
Oh, dude, did you see that helicopter shot that I had sent to you that one day, or you never saw it?
I think so. I've seen a lot of clips from a lot of people, so...
I effectively kind of randomly quick-scoped across the map and took out a helicopter guy with one bullet. It was during stream, too. Like, I wasn't expecting it.
Friendly counter UAV.
Merry
Shite.
Christmas. That should help you out.
UAV inbound.
It does, it does. Ugh. I got direct impacted by a grenade to death. Lame Zors.
Weevil, so good. Especially when you put extended mag on it, and you have 70 rounds of pure destruction.
Dude, did they just take out your hater, like, super fast?
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Securing A.
Having a bit of a hard time getting these backfire medals.
Charlie.
I got him. Don't worry.
Alpha locked down.
I'm running non-lethals. I'm running support for Drifter. He's now a support person like Jay Nasty. Pleasure. Phase Weevil.
Sneeze there.
They already destroyed both my UAV and counter UAV. That's another thing why I don't like 6v6. It feels like they shoot it down more so than ground war does.
Oh yeah, yeah. All your stuff gets shot down super fast.
Hostile UAV above.
Everybody's like, I wish Drifter had an Xbox, dude. I have an Xbox. I just don't like playing on it.
It's my paperweight.
Securing Bravo.
What I think the next Call of Duty will be? Call of Duty Legends.
Call of Duty Legends.
Hostile
Yep.
HCXD. Your AO.
There's this crapola on the internet right now. Something about COD Bloodlines. I don't believe any of it.
Locked down.
It looks kind of made up to me. And Calvin and Hobbes. I've already told that story. I'm not going to be repeating myself. Sorry about that.
According to Kyoko, Battlefield 4 has a large player base on PC even right now.
Yeah, it
So
does.
if we wanted to hop on and it's been fixed, we can do more hijinks.
Lost Bravo.
Oh.
This is it. I got to do this.
Hostile UAV coming.
And I didn't fudging do it. That was it. I could have finished the challenge right there, but I screwed it up.
When did I last fart? Probably 2 or 3 days ago on
I only
stream.
need one more.
Whoa.
Survival is gone.
I choked there at the end. I almost got it, but I choked.
What do you mean the boat on the plane thing, Kyoko? I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's for us.
Big boats on my plane.
Serious ass, guys.
Watch your language, boy.
You wouldn't want the cost of the gas out there.
You weren't worth the cost of the gas I used. According to Kyoko, 14,000 people on PC right now and 30,000 people on PlayStation 4 for Battlefield 4.
Wow, that's a lot more than I expected.
Mm-hmm. So if it maintains that way, that could give us something to do when Black Ops 3 is kind of in the dying off phase.
It could, except people get really butthurt if I post Battlefield on a COD channel. It's kind of weird.
Well, they like your goofing off stuff, like your stream tages, so they might like that. I still need to try the culling.
Alright, well I think that's going to be it for me today. I've got about a 2-hour stream. I like streaming longer, but it makes it like take forever and a day to process into a video.
Start up another one.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm going to check on my wife and do some other stuff. I got to work on my videos for tomorrow too, you know, got things to do. Mr. Thiago, I see you. I'm going to get to your tweets later on, man. And Gabriel Mendoza, IKEA furniture is just fine. Guys, thank you for coming out and watching my live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and to subscribe. And especially hit that like button right now because that helps me out. Drifter out.